Well, it might be the end of the regular season, but it is only the beginning for us here on our live watch parties because the 49ers are going to the postseason. The only question is, will they be going to the postseason as the 1 seed? We find out the answer to that tonight. In the next 3 hours, all will be decided. Welcome back to Damon Bruce Plus. It is wonderful to have you back here. If it's your first time here, what took you so long? It's great to see you. For all the regulars, for everyone who's been down since day one, thank you so much. I think collectively, we will be hitting a little bit of a milestone tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but it is wonderful to have you here. And as always, we start by thanking all of our sponsors, starting with the man himself, this guy, Ike of Ike Sandwiches. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you order that Ike sandwich and you are in a delivery area, you order it now, you will have it by halftime. Absolutely delicious. You can even get a Damon Bruce. You want something with rings on it guaranteed? I can guarantee you onion rings on the Damon Bruce at Ike's. Eat me. I am freaking delicious. Have a drink at the Dubliner West Portal. My good friends Kenny and John are just waiting to take care of you. The Dubliner West Portal. Love you guys. Thanks so much for sponsoring the channel. And our good friends at Sleeper. We got ourselves an interesting sleeper bet tonight. We'll go ahead and show you that a little bit later on as we get into the broadcast. But all you need to do is go to Sleeper and sign up with a $100 deposit match, if you would, please. Oh, my God, are we already freezing on the camera? That's not good. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. We can't have any of that tonight. No nonsense tonight. What is going on? I mean, I've reset everything. We've restarted routers. We've restarted all sorts of things. Hold on. Let me get out of this real quick. Let me get out of this camera. Let me go to that camera. Is that a little bit better? Now, hold on. Let me go back to the other camera, and we should be okay. Boom, boom, boom. No, that camera's frozen? Oh, great. Are you serious? Come on. This is embarrassing. Freaking embarrassing. What is going on with my camera? Hold on. Hold on, folks. We're troubleshooting right away here, right off the rip. I can hear my wife running.
What happened?
I have no idea. Jillian, can you fix this at all? Wait, let me turn the camera off and on, I guess.
Yeah, reset the camera.
Reset the camera. Oh my gosh. I thought we'd reset everything. Nothing like your own production company to get you going, right? All right, here. Now. No, and for whatever reason, the camera on my my laptop isn't even working. Let me tell you, can we hear everybody? Can you hear me at the very least? If you can hear me, say yes. If you can hear me, say yes. That's all I'm looking for. It's a windy night tonight. There's no doubt about that at Santa Clara. We will be, okay, you can hear me at the very least. We'll figure out a way to see me before it's all said and done. I promise you that will happen. But I can tell you that we are going to be underway. And I can tell you that it wouldn't be a 49ers game. It simply wouldn't be a 49ers game unless there were a future Hall of Famer out of the lineup. And let me just do something real quick here and get this down. I'm going to get rid of that. We are going to put that right in the middle. Okay, so look, folks, we are going to get this camera problem taken care of. Jillian is here. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you very much, Jillian, trying to help me out here. What a great start. Hopefully it'll be a better start for the 49ers tonight. Oh, hey, what do you know?
Hold on. We're not quite all the way back.
What do you know? Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Oh,
there you go.
Now we can see Miss Jillian. Look at you,
so
honey.
nice.
Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, Jillian Bruce, big round of applause for the wife tonight. Come take a bow, honey. Take a bow. Take a bow. Seriously, without her, we'd be in an awful lot of trouble. Let me zoom in so you don't have to see anything you shouldn't see here.
I already zoomed you in. Okay, just sit down. I'll get you.
I got it. See if you can focus this bad boy. All right. We are officially now underway. Come on. It's great to have you here. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Thanks to Sleeper. We'll tell you all about that. Thanks to Ike's. Thanks to Jillian. Thanks to the Dubliner West Portal. Thanks to Heaven Hill. We will be doing polls from the big bottle of Heaven Hill tonight. Should we get to 50 subs get to 50 supers, which I'm sure we will this evening. You've all been a very generous crowd all season long. And why would you stop tonight? Speaking of your generosity, let's just take a look at this right here, right now. We are 26 subs away from 50,000 subs here on little old Damon Bruce Plus. So if you have not leaned into that sub button before, hopefully tonight is the night you do it. Hopefully we hit this milestone. I think we can, good friends. Thank you so much for being here. And let me just tell you, Trent Williams, not here. That's really not a surprise. When a big man pulls a hamstring, I expect him to miss a game. What I am surprised is Ricky Pearsall, who practiced this week, is not in this lineup tonight. No Ricky Pearsall, no Trent Williams, no Isaac Guerrero. Nothing changes there. Robert Beal Jr., Kevin Givens, he's not dressing tonight. Curtis Robinson and Chase Lucas all out this evening. Left tackle, Austin Pleasance. His very first NFL start as the 49ers are trying to get the 1 seed, for goodness sakes. Jordan Watkins is up in this wide receiver group. Will he play? We do not know. We'll have to watch this one and find out. I think you need a big game out of Demarcus Robinson tonight. I think you need Kendrick Bourne to show up along with Jawan Jennings, of course. And hey, diddle. It's a big night for George Kittle. It's going to need to be. This is a very good Seattle team. This is an outstanding Seattle defense. I'll tell you, the 49ers, I'm not a big alt uniform guy. These alt uniforms do look pretty good. On a night where it is all business, for them to be dressed in black, sort of symbolic, if you don't mind me saying. So let's see what they got. Let's see how good they look tonight. They actually look pretty darn good. Again, not a fan of any alternate uniform when you are wearing one of the single most perfect uniforms in the history of sports. I think the 49ers red home uniforms with the gold and the gold pants, mwah! I would never change those. But these ain't bad. These ain't bad. Hopefully the outcome in them will be something that we're not blaming the damn uniforms when this one is all said and done. But a huge game tonight. That is the biggest understatement of the year, and here's how it all goes. A win or a tie, believe it or not, the 49ers are the 1 seed. If the 49ers lose tonight and then the Rams lose to the Arizona Cardinals, which feels like wishful thinking, the 49ers would be the 5 seed. The more likely scenario would be, should the 49ers lose tonight, the Rams would then win over the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday, and the 49ers would then be the 6th seed going into the playoffs. So do you not want to get on an airplane for the rest of the year, San Francisco? Would you like the opportunity to host every single playoff game and the Super Bowl in your own stadium? That's what the 49ers are playing for tonight. To say that Kyle Shanahan has done an incredible year is, I think, one of the biggest understatements. The fact that he is just now being sort of inserted into the Coach of the Year conversation is evidence. I mean, clear evidence that people have not been paying much attention to the 49ers this year. They were easy to write off. They were easy to dismiss with all the injuries. I mean, my God, you want to talk about alternative uniforms? This has been the alternative logo for the entire season so far for the 49ers. But here they are, not just a playoff-bound team, but a team that can be the 1 seed. Wow. I mean, not too shabby. So thank you for being here. Those of you who have been with me since day one know what we've been building towards. Those of you who are new here, I hope you dig what you see and you plan on coming on back. But I would ask everyone liking right now to just lean in and hit that like button. It's going to make YouTube pick this up and push this out. We want a lot of people here tonight, and hopefully you plan on being here all night as we get going. We got supers in already. Thanks again. The road to 50K is being paved with so many super chats from our good friend Fuji. What a guy he's been, supporting yours truly, supporting Kruger often over on his channel as well. Thank you so very much. Alex Miller just throwing a little $2 into the ganja jar. Thank you so much, Alex. Appreciate you. Chef Eugene, go Niners. 5 towards the camera. Jillian to the rescue. Seriously, man, I don't know what happened with that camera right there. Thank God Jillian was here. Again, this was never supposed to be a face you saw. This was all supposed to be a radio guy. I never wanted to be camera-facing forward talent, but this is the world we're living in. Underdog Niners. Gotta like that, Thomas. Thank you so much for the super. My man, Mike Baker on the drum kit. First super this year. I don't even believe you. Oh, no, it is your first super this year. 2026. Yeah. Happy New Year. I was going to say, Mike, you have been down from day one, man. You've been generous all year long. Thank you very much. Let's go Niners. Happy birthday. Or Happy New Year, I guess I should say. We're about to kick this one off. The 49ers, by the way, are kicking off. Seattle will be getting the ball. Means the 49ers are going to get the ball to start the third quarter. U&G, the tag team of all tag teams. Let's go, Plusers, faithful. Whoever makes the most turnovers will lose this game. I got my black 54 jersey, the cap, Super Bowl season cap. There you go. Flag already on the very first kickoff of the game. We got Sam Darnold coming out. I'm telling you, it isn't the first turnover that I think decides this game. It will be the second turnover. Whichever team makes two mistakes, I think is heading to the loss column tonight. So many more games, even at this level, are lost than they are really won. Where will the mistake come from? And how often will Sam Darnold do it? That's the big question. So this is going to be a fun one tonight. It is good to have you here. We got the Seahawks getting ready for their first play. And indeed, Fuji, welcome to Greg Papa back to the radio booth. That is great news. Greg's on a huge battle right now. It is wonderful. This has got to be one of the first times in months he's actually felt like himself. I don't feel like myself when I'm not broadcasting. I doubt Greg does either. First play, first completion for Sam Darnold. He throws it to the flat. He picks up a couple, and we are underway from Santa Clara. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Again, hit that like button. Do it now. Don't wait. We got 220 people watching over right here on YouTube, over 500 from all the different platforms that we're streaming. But if you're on YouTube, it is up to you to do that like button lugging right now. If you're watching over on X, come on over to YouTube. If you're watching over on Twitch, come on over to YouTube. We got a first down for Seattle, running to the right side. Really nice run there to start the evening for Seattle. Obviously, it is a bend, don't break at all times moment for the 49ers defense. I need Bryce Huff to have a good game tonight. I need Sam Aquinu to have a good game tonight. Alfred Collins, CJ West, you guys have to have a good game tonight. Malik Mustafa, Jair Brown, and I'm happy to see that Upton Stout, who got his bell rung a little bit last week, is in this game as well tonight. That is good news because I think Upton Stout is absolutely a player on the come. We got Darnold dropping back, looking like he was going to fire one. He dumps underneath for a big pickup on a screenplay. That is a big run by Kenneth Walker after the catch. Picked up about 15 right there. Let me get my play-by-play dialed up on my second computer over there. Yes, Kenneth Walker. 20-yard gain on that screen pass. So the Seahawks have come out and they've looked good early on. The 49ers defense is on its heels early. 49ers found themselves on their heels very early last week, obviously, with a pick six to begin the game. Hopefully this isn't six to begin the game for Seattle. Charbonnet picks up several yards there on first down. Excuse me. Yeah, he picked up 6 on first down to bring up 2nd and 4. Again, if you're waiting for a great defensive game, you're going to have to wait to next season, I think, to get one of those. The 49ers are going to be pull your hair out level, frustrating defensively from here to whenever this season ends. It's who they are. But the news that Fred Warner might be possibly coming back in the divisional round, although I'll believe it when I see it. There you go. Malik Mustafa coming up in run support, making a big hit. No, yes, that is Malik Mustafa. I thought for a minute that was 0, not his 6. Those saloon font numbers are going to take a little time to start interpreting. I thought that was Renardo Green's 0. It was Malik Mustafa's 6. And he comes up, he fills this hole, and boom. Hello, Charbonnet. Nice to meet you. Very good tackle right there to bring up a third down, 3rd and 4. Very, very big moment in the game early on in this drive for the 49ers defense. Getting off the field on 3rd down is the only way they're going to win, and it's not going to happen often. It's got to be selective, and it won't be this time around. A completion downfield. We got Darnold picking up the first down. Pardon me. And the Seahawks are right outside of the red zone. We've got Eric Saubert picking that up, former San Francisco 49er. That was an all 49er alumni first down. Darnold to Saubert. There you go. He just sat down in the one place in that zone he could find it, and he got the first down. From the 24-yard line, Seattle looking at a 1st and 10. Walker up the middle, picks up 9. I mean, he just cut that back and ran it into space where not a single 49er was waiting for him. And if you were looking for any sort of setting the tone hope early on for this game, there's not a lot of hope for the 49ers to set their tone with a defensive moment right here. This is all Seattle in what looks like a hot knife through butter first drive of the game. So, no surprises. 2nd and 2. Handoff again to Charbonnet. First down and a little more. Picks up 5. Again, some more supers coming on in. I want to just say it one more time. Welcome back, Greg Papa, for a guy who has just been through the ringer health-wise. Feeling like yourself, I think, is a part of getting better in recovery. And hopefully he feels more like himself doing 49ers play-by-play than all those weeks that he had to miss. So that is great. Darnold to the end zone. He sees Jackson Smith in Jigba, and it looks like there is pass interference in the end zone on Diamador Lenore. This looks like a little bit of a ticky-tack call. We got Bill Vinovich's crew out there. The 49ers have lost 2 Super Bowls with Bill Vinovich's crew out there. There was a little hold there. Yeah, that is pass interference in the end zone on Diamador Lenore. There is no doubt about that. 1st and goal from the doorstep. The season that Jackson Smith and Jigba is having is absolutely spectacular. This guy's proven himself to be one of the best, the absolute best in the football universe right now. The one thing I said I was going to do, I wasn't able to do, and that was make anyone a moderator this week. It was a busy week. Mom in town, kids home from school. We'll have a moderator set up before the postseason starts. We got Sam Darnold brought down for the very first time tonight. What do you know? Tatum Bethune with a well-timed blitz on 1st and goal gets Sam Darnold pulled down. There you go, Tatum Bethune. He's going to have a bigger than usual game tonight. Filling in for Fred Warner, the guy's done a pretty damn good job. He is the 49ers leading tackler basically every single time he's dressed and out there. A sack of Sam Darnold. Won't say that many times tonight, so say it while you can. So now from the 12-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Charbonnet plants his leg, turns it upfield, picks up about 5. Huge swarm of black jerseys, going to gang tackle him right there, making it 3rd and goal from around the 7-yard line. And holding them to 3 right here, real good. Real good. Holding them to 3 right here would be a great start. Speaking of a great start, look at Brett Euchre. Hoping for 50K subs tonight, dropping a 50 spot on that. Brett Euchre, thank you so very, very much. It's not Bree Tucker. It's Brett Euchre, everybody. Thank you, Brett. I really appreciate you, brother. Generous super here in 2026. 3rd and goal. We're at 8:11, 8:10 on my clock, 8:09. And we got ourselves a timeout. a timeout here. Looks like Seattle wants to talk about this play before they run a play, and that is okay with me. But thank you very, very much. We've got DB still sky high over Indiana's Rose Bowl win. Welcome, Plusers. Rita, you are right about that. Oh, my God. And I'm just going to tell you, if you want to buy a drink for your boy at the Peach Bowl, send over a super tonight, because on Thursday, I am off to Atlanta. I'm going to see Indiana in the Peach Bowl, which means I really need the 49ers to win this game, because I don't need them playing Wild Card Weekend. I'm going to be traveling in Atlanta Wild Card Weekend, so I don't need any nonsense messing around with our watch parties. Thank you so much to Jason. Hope everyone is ready for shootout the rest of the way. I think we all are, Jason. Strap in. It's the only way to watch the 49ers this year, and just like that, we're 10 chats into 50 here early on. The Seahawks run it on 3rd and goal, which makes me think they are setting up a play here on 4th and goal. Are they going to – did they just try to run against the 49ers on 3rd and goal from the 7? That's disrespectful. That's a little disrespectful right there. Is this field goal unit trotting out? No, it's not. That's why they called the timeout. They set this up, 2 plays. So you want early action? Here it is. Early action, here it is. 4th and goal. Get off the field right here. The only thing better than holding them to a field goal would be no points right here. Darnold looking into the end zone. Incomplete. No flags. And Seattle comes away with Nunca on its opening drive, where it was cutting through the 49ers like a hot knife through butter. I mean, they were moving the ball easily right until they got down into the red zone. That Tatum Bethune sack on 1st and goal. Write that down. That could be among the plays of the game. I'm going to write that down right here. Bethune, 1st and goal. Sacked Darnold. Huge play. Huge play. And we are underway. My friends, we are underway. Look at us. 49ers defense. Bend, didn't break. That's the way they got to play tonight. Bend, but do not break. 23 minutes in, we're scoreless, baby. That is a good place to be operating from. Once again, since things froze as we were getting underway tonight, let me get back to telling you about Ike's. You get that Ike's right now. You probably have it by the end of halftime, right? Make that call now. If you're in a delivery area, hopefully you are. You cannot find a better sandwich anywhere in the world. There's a reason why it's the fastest growing sandwich empire in America right now. Same reason it's the fastest growing fantasy site in America right now. Sleeper, you get a $100 deposit match up to $100 by using promo code Damon. I'll show you my sleeper plays here tonight. I've got Sam Darnold over 20.5 completions. I got a Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. I got George Kittle over 62.5 receiving yards. And by the way, I made that play before I even knew that Ricky Pearsall was out of this game tonight. And I've got Eddie Pinheiro over 2.5 extra points made. The 49ers are not winning this game without scoring 3 touchdowns. So that's got to happen if the 49ers are going to win this game. Basically, everything you're looking at is a gots to happen if the 49ers are going to win tonight. That is my sleeper parlay that I've got going on. I keep on saying never have more than 3 legs to a parlay. So, of course, tonight I took 4. That's just who I am. And we thank you all and our good friends at the Dubliner West Portal, Kenny and John, pulling the best Guinness in San Francisco. So the clock is at 7:23 when the 49ers are now going to be taking the ball over from inside the 5. Mike McDonald wanted a little penalty there on a rub route. I don't think that he got it. I mean, that is at the 5-yard line. Renardo Green didn't do anything wrong right there. No, that's traffic on a football field, man. That wasn't a pick play. That wasn't dirty pool. It is 1st and 10 for the 49ers. And Christian McCaffrey takes the ball for the first time tonight, runs it back to just over the line of scrimmage. That is Christian McCaffrey's 400th touch this NFL season. 400 touches on this man's body, and he's got 4 quarters of football here to play before the postseason even begins. He's an alien. Normally, tread wears off the tire as the season goes along. It's like he started off with normal tires and now has, Bigfoot monster truck tires. He's got more tread on his tires at this point in the year than he's had before. Third down coming up after a Brock Purdy reception to Kyle Juszczyk coming out of the backfield. Picked up maybe 3 or 4, 5 for Kyle Juszczyk. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the 49ers here. 3rd and 4, looking to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. 3rd and 3, pardon me. Nice little spot there for the Niners. Purdy going to throw that one incomplete. Looks like Juwan Jennings ran a little bit of a comeback route more than he was supposed to run the out route there. Purdy was nowhere close to where Jennings was breaking that off. Yeah, that was it. That was a wrong route by Juwan Jennings. I'll bet you. Well, okay, so a 3 and out for the 49ers is not how they wanted to start. That's for sure offensively. But the fact that they held Seattle already to no points on that very impressive opening drive means I like what I see. Now, special teams, do your job. After a punt is off, it doesn't even come back to the 50. Nice little return there from Shaheed, but we got a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Where is it and who is it against? We got a face mask against the 49ers. Bill Vinovich already looking for ticky-tack things, unless it's egregious, in which case I will apologize to the offended player. Is it egregious? Yeah, well, yeah, you got to let go of that face mask when you start falling down. Yeah, okay, Bill Vinovich. I'll give you that one. DB, go buy some Cold Bomb Machine. Look, the Dayquil is here. All I can tell you is in America, when you get sick now, you stay sick for a month and a half. It's just the way it goes. I've had a cold, a nasal situation that just will not go away. Speaking of will not go away, my man Barry Ford in Memphis. I got, every man has a great woman behind him. He's got Queen Mary behind him. Bang, bang, keep my luggage unpacked super chat challenge. Let's show Damon how much we appreciate him with a drop in the ganja jar of any size. Well, thank you very much, Barry. He's looking to inspire the masses. Again, you ever wanted to buy your boy a beer at a bowl game? A little super chat will go a little long way right here. McDonald thinks they got to score touchdowns to win. You know what? I don't mind him being aggressive, but I think that you start the night by taking the points there. I mean, I thought that was a little too aggressive for no reason at all early on in a ball game. It's, you got to pick and choose your moments. That was a funny moment to throw it into overdrive, I thought. And the moment benefited the 49ers more than it did the Seahawks. There's no doubt. Okay. As I was saying, we are on our way to 50,000 subs, kids. Do you want to help us get there tonight? Tonight is the night you can help us get to 50,000 subs. We can get there together. I need you, 26 of you, who are not subscribed, to just lean into that subscribe button tonight. 26 of you. And here's what happens if you hit subscribe. Guess what? You'll just get more access to my videos. It doesn't mean that you will be hounded by my videos. It's not like all my videos are pushed directly to the top of every single subscriber's list. No, that's not the way it even works. It's just a nice little thing that I can turn around, show my advertisers, look at the amount of attention we got on this channel, and that helps bring in a whole bunch of business. So thank you very, very much for doing that. And yes, honey, what are you looking at?
Are you lagging for everybody else, or is it just me?
I don't know. We are good over here.
Okay. Keep an eye on it.
Like I said, we are 2 blocks away from fiber cable internet, and we don't have that. So this is the best we have. This is what we have. Got a brand new router. You tell me this camera's tits. I've been arguing with you with that for a while. You said, no, it's tits. So you tell me. It's the internet. The frickin' internet. The internet. We do the best we can. We do the best we can with what we got. All right. Renardo Green. By the way, as I'm debating internet quality, we get a couple quality plays out of the 49ers defense to set up a 3rd and 2 here against the Seahawks. We're at 4:56. Want to keep you up to date with where we are on my watch, on my TV. I'm streaming off of YouTube. It's all YouTube these days in this house. 4:45, 4:44, 4:43, 4:42, 3rd and 2 from the 28-yard line. Call it 27. We've got Zach Charbonnet wide open. I mean, he's just running right into the end zone, and that was pathetic tackling all the way around. That was terrible recognition. He wasn't touched till he was 15 yards down the field, and that is a touchdown. Seattle, 27-yard touchdown. Zach Charbonnet basically untouched right there. Awful. I'm telling you, Mykel Williams, what a shame that he went down. He would have been a guy who set that edge. The only person on that side of the field was Jair Brown, and he just got turned around by A.J. Barner, who made a nice block. And by the time Charbonnet had a 49er around him, he was by the 3-yard line. So there you go. The 49ers defense, it's going to be an adventure all night long. We know that. You know that. I know that. If you are of little faith, this is not the team for you. If you are easily rattled by a first down score, by a first quarter score, this is not the team for you. This is not the season for you. If you like defense, this is not the season for you. There is no doubt. But they could be a 1 seed. But they're down 7-0 right to the Seahawks right now. They will be getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter. We know that, but that was a very, very easy. I mean, look, even for a team that's got defensive problems, that was way too easy. That was way too easy. I think Robert Saleh just got caught not paying much attention there to a run to the short side of the field. That defense got cooked on that one. Defense show up in the playoffs. Offenses don't. I hear you. There's a reason, B1, why the cliche is an offenses wins championships. They don't. But I'm going to tell you what. There have been a million actual, real, tangible football reasons to have given up on the 49ers this year. A few fans have. They haven't given up on themselves. I think they deserve an awful lot of credit for that. I really do. I think this is Kyle Shanahan's best year, without a doubt. And if you think this defense is bad, imagine if Robert Saleh were not in the room. Imagine that. Imagine how bad this would all be without Robert Saleh. So I think they're already playing with house money. And we'll see where it goes from here. You know, in over their heads, not surprised. Barry Ford coming in again. In my best Jim Mora voice, Dayquil? Yeah, little Dayquil. I don't want to put myself to sleep with a little NyQuil. We'll get to the whiskey a little bit later on. Again, it's been Indiana just won the Rose Bowl. I'm still a little oogie from that, okay? So it's been a fun, boozy holiday here in the house. Thank you so much, Barry. Thank you, Mary. Jillian and I send our love. Look, I don't want to tell tales out of school here, but Barry had a surgery. And like I thought, oh, surgery. My man had a surgery. Like got his gallstones out or something like that. Barry had a brain tumor removed. And he is not still with us, or he is not just still with us. He is functioning. He's up in his bed. Mary's got to hold him down. He wanted to go to the game at Levi Stadium. He wanted to come and meet me in Atlanta at the Peach Bowl from Memphis. My man's an animal. You can't slow down Barry from Memphis. Brain tumor, Bafangul. Get out of here. Love you, Barry. We're all sending all. Send your love to Barry. Everybody in this chat, send your love to Barry as the 49ers here now have the ball on 1st and 10, and Christian McCaffrey runs it up the middle. The push that the 49ers offensive line got against the Chicago Bears is not revealing itself early here. McCaffrey picks up 2. Love for Barry. Indeed. Yeah, and I'm going to say this right now. What's more rushing touch? Wait. I got Iowa Niner here. Quit running up the middle. There's not a lot of anywhere to go. I would agree with you right there. Brock, by the way, is just brought down. Is that Leonard Williams? No, Hall. So Brock brought down on 2nd down right there. Did he come through Austin Pleasance to get him? Came around. No, spun around. Yeah, he did come off Austin Pleasance. Pleasance followed Kittle to the outside. And instead of coming back inside, the spin move inside got through Pleasance and got to Purdy, setting up 3rd and 9. 49ers trying to avoid a second consecutive 3rd and out. Purdy underneath to Juwan Jennings. Jennings is going to be short. So 4th and short, and Kyle's going to say, yeah, it is too early to be playing Russian roulette on this side of the field. And here comes Thomas Morstead for the 2nd time already. So 2 3-and-outs for the 49ers against this stout Seattle defense. And the start that the Seahawks were hoping for is exactly what they've had. And they better be, not every Niner fan better be thanking whatever God you pray to that they didn't score their 6 on an opening drive. Fair catch called there by Shaheed. And so it'll be a 3rd drive for the Seahawks coming up after 2 3-and-outs for the 49ers offense. Say, you guys overhyping this 49ers offense playing against mediocre defense. Hey, are you hyping a team that has 500 yards of offense and a quarterback who scored 10 touchdowns in, combined over 2 weeks? 5 touchdowns in Indianapolis, 5 touchdowns against the Chicago Bears. No one has to apologize for this team looking good. No one has to apologize for them looking bad either, because they're built to look bad. But this offense, again, missing a 1st-round wide receiver and a future Hall of Fame tackle, has come out stalled a bit here against a very good defense. But I don't want any doubters. Doubters need not apply. There's enough reason to doubt without you saying, I told you we should doubt him. I get it. We all get it. The next time they touch the ball, they're going to have to do something, though. And anything that is a field goal or less right here would feel like a little bit of a miracle to how good we have seen this Seattle team come out of the gates here. Seattle's already got 6 first downs and 92 total yards to 0 first down and only 16 yards of offense for the 49ers to start this game. All right. AJ Barner showing that block again on Jair Brown. Just did what he had to. There's nothing. He didn't hold him. Just a really nice block by Barner. I will say this. Seattle's defense is really, really good almost everywhere against every position on the field except tight end. That's why it's going to be time for George Kittle to get going. Leonard Williams is just running all over the place here. No, excuse me. Kenneth Walker is running all over the 49ers. That was a 20-yard gain, just right up the middle. Easy cut back. Wow. Seahawks offensive line is just whooping the 49ers up front, just whooping them. My goodness. I mean, I could have picked up a first down running through those holes. Wow. All sorts of bad signs early here. 8.7 yards per rush for the Seahawks. Why ask Sam Darnold to throw it at all when you're averaging 8.7? Well, on that one, you'll go backwards. Again, picking and choosing moments is the only thing I think this 49ers defense is able to do. Set the tone, set the edge. They don't really do that. But every now and again, in a moment, they can flash. Those moments have to be on third down. And I will say this, based on what we're looking at offensively from the Seahawks team and what we haven't seen offensively from the 49ers, I don't know how just much they're going to be able to punt anything away for the rest of the night. I mean, it might be 4-down territory all night long, especially if this goes to 14-0 here and now against the Seattle team. First down after a completion to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Ball's at the 50 on 1st and 10. Darnold under center, turns around to Charbonnet, and I'll tell you what, Jair Brown comes up and makes a real nice tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job, Jair Brown. He was all over that. We've seen more 49ers safeties make plays behind the line of scrimmage than any defensive lineman, which is a cause for concern. Darnold again under center on 2nd and 10. We got a flag. We got a flag and a false start on the Seahawks. So that'll back them up a little. Have we reached the end of the first quarter? Is that what that was right there? Was that on? Did they say that was Darnold? Who false started? Looked like Darnold was backing out from under center there. They are going to put a second back on the game clock. I mean, the 49ers will take it. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. Yeah, you got guys standing up. That is the end of the first quarter. All right. Well, with nearly 1,000 people watching across all platforms, welcome once again. Thank you for being here once again. It is great to have you. Appreciate you stopping on by tonight, every night, and hopefully all nights coming up as the 49ers postseason begins, no matter what happens tonight. The question, will it begin during wildcard weekend or will it begin with a 1 seed? It is 7-0 Seattle. It is all Seattle early, which means the game has merely just begun. That's all that means. Everyone take a deep breath, calm down. Now, the chances of you getting that Ike's delivered before halftime are probably out the window. If you want to hear before the fourth quarter, order it now, and hopefully you're in an Ike's delivery range, and hopefully you sign up for that Love Rewards program, start earning free chips and drinks with your sandwich purchases. Oh, yes, it's like a frequent flyer card for Ikes. We want to say thank you to our friends at Sleeper. You can use the link in the top of the description of this live stream that you're watching right now. Click on that, use promo code Damon, and get a $100 deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. The best interaction, the best URI, user interface, right? What is it? Is it user? Whatever that is, whatever the abbreviation is in the tech industry, it's got that. It is a great user interface. Build your own parlays, build yourself a big winner over on Sleeper, and then go tip generously at the Dubliner West Portal in San Francisco. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all you've done to support this channel since we've launched this channel. It is their second football season with us. We love you, Dubliner. We'll see you again real soon. We'll be doing a Plus Mania when the whole season wraps up there once again. I can promise you that. So, if you don't mind me saying, we're going to get a little greedy tonight, and we're going to look to get 21 more. We are 21 subs away from 50,000. And with over 1,000 people in the room, I bet plenty of you have not already subscribed. We'd love to get to 50,000 tonight. I think we're going to do it, but I can't do it unless a few of you decide you want to see it happen. It's like an odometer ticking. Very exciting. Once that number starts rolling, it gets me excited. Will I get excited before we come back from a commercial break here? The answer is no. We're back, and it is 2nd and 15 for the Seahawks. 2nd and 15, 5 yards behind the 50-yard line, thanks to that false start. And Darnold throws one out to Jackson Smith-Njigba, who breaks a tackle and is just going up the side of the field with absolutely no one going to push him out of bounds. That was embarrassing. I mean, if he didn't step out of bounds, the 49ers just gave up an embarrassing tackle. First of all, we got Tatum Bethune missing one. He's in bounds. He's in bounds. He's in bounds. He's out of bounds right there. He stepped out of bounds. It is a first down, but Jackson Smith-Njigba is out of bounds around the 40-yard line. I thought he took that all the way to the end zone. Good God, that was terrible. Ominous signs. No doubt about that. Ominous signs here. Charbonnet to the right side, first down. Holy mackerel, the 49ers aren't going to play a lick of defense tonight, are they? Wow. I mean, it's one thing to look bad. It's another thing to look like this. This isn't looking bad defensively. This is looking terrible. This is looking terrible. We got guys leaning. We got dudes arm tackling. Not good. But Seattle is good and looking to go up by 2 possessions. We got Darnold. Play action. He cooked a grenade. He throws it, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Incomplete. This defense's luck is run out. Lefty, you might be right. Trying not to lose any hope, but this looks like a blowout. This does not look like a good start. There is no doubt about that. I'm going to tell you, if this goes really bad, the uniforms aren't bad. I don't ever want to see them again. That is going to be a stop behind the line of scrimmage. Sam Aquinu has shown up tonight in the box score for the first time. That's going to set up a 3rd and 14. And the Niners got to get off the field desperately on a 3rd and this long. Okay. As big of a 3rd and 14 as you can find in a second quarter. It is a pass behind the line of scrimmage, and that was a really weird and bad call by the Seahawks. That was an afraid call to throw the ball downfield with Sam Darnold, and that ball is stopped at the line of scrimmage after a really nice tackle on a swing pass that made no sense at all, and it looked like Upton Stout was the man who was all over that. Yeah, Darnold just sees this thrown out to Kenneth Walker behind the line of scrimmage. He beats the block right in front of him. Outstanding job, Upton Stout. 47-yard try on a very, very windy night. Although it doesn't look like the flags are moving too much, but that is wide left. My left, wide right, if you were looking at it from the kicker's perspective. And by hook, by crook, by miracle above, it is still just 7-0 Seattle. So timely defense when they needed it is saving their bacon right now. Saving their bacon right now. And Jackson Smith-Njigba's ankle clipping. I'm going to write that down. JSN's ankle. OB. Jackson Smith-Njigba stepping out of bounds has been the 49ers' biggest defensive play of the evening, outside of Tatum Bethune sacking Sam Darnold on 1st and goal that set up a you didn't score on your opening drive. This should honestly be 17-0 Seattle right now. It really should be. 17-0, and that is good case scenario. It could be 21-0 Seattle. It's amazing that it's not. Really, really is. Maybe the football gods will be on the 49ers side tonight after all. Jack Herbst coming on in. Get Kyle's manhood out of your mouth. One day you want him, one day you don't. Make up your mind. What are you talking about? I have said that if you think that Kyle Shanahan's not a good coach until he holds up a Lombardi trophy, you're the one who doesn't understand football. Now, Kyle does frustrate me with the way that he gets too conservative sometimes. Kyle does frustrate me when he has countless 3rd or 4th round picks that get red shirts, don't even see the field. There's a lot about Kyle I do not like. Kyle, the coach, is not one of them. Jack, I don't know if you're new here or not. Thank you for the super. But next time, save your money, buy some Q-tips, or get some reading comprehension or listening comprehension, because I am not anti-Kyle Shanahan. There are some Mondays we wake up angry with a head coach, but you have never heard me say the words, fire Kyle Shanahan. I've never said that once. There are people, there are content creators whose entire fortune is pushed into the middle on Kyle's no good, Brock is the wrong guy. I'm not one of those guys. Jack, you must be new here. Thank you for the super. A miss is good for us. Can I get a shot? Not tonight, Craig's Kitchen. We're not going to be just doing shot requests tonight. We're going to have to hit some bench stones and mile markers to get there. Seattle's trying to give us this game. Let's go, Mike Baker drums. Let's go. 1st and 10. Hey, diddle diddle. First catch by George Kittle. Got to get him involved. Picks up about 8 to set up 2nd and 2. But thank you very much, Mike. All right, we're getting spammed here. We'll go ahead. We will ban this douchebag and put him in a timeout. I mean, what happens? Do companies pay dudes to spam? I don't even understand how spamming works, how anyone would ever click on that. Like it brings people to the table. I don't get it. Again, I wasn't supposed to be on the internet. I was only supposed to use the internet for email and porn and box scores. All right. Hey, diddle diddle. No, excuse me. That is Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey who gets the ball out of the backfield. I thought that was another tight end screen there for a minute. These new numbers are screwing with my eyes. The saloon font, which I like. It's just, it's playing tricks on me. Maman playing tricks on me. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 11-13, 11-12, 11-11. Ball is snapped. Brock throws to Juwan Jennings, who doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Damon, if you're getting spammed, you've made it. Congratulations. Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much. We've made it, everybody. Everyone calm down. Remember, the second half is our time. Go Niners. Again, there's no reason to be panicking anymore. Don't love the start, but we're not going to panic because this isn't our first football game, and it's certainly not our first 49er game this season. Brock, I tell you, he doesn't have quiet feet tonight. And Juwan Jennings just got brought down hard. Like, dislocate your shoulder hard. Jennings is up. He's a tough guy. He's a football player. He's walking off. But Jennings got brought down hard there by Thomas. Boom. Man. Glad he's all right. Jennings grimacing over on the sideline. Sorry, I will try to fade down my microphone every time I have to sniffle. Pardon the sniffles. Which I believe is the battle cry of this defense. Pardon the sniffles. Brock takes off. He's running, looking to pick up a first down. He's going to be short, but this is go for it territory, I would think, from Kyle already, right? It is 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Brock Purdy just did all of that with his legs. Really nice scramble by Brock. This offense is still out on the field, and it's go for it time here on 4th and 1. First huge offensive play of the game for the 49ers right there. That fan asking the Levi Stadium crowd to get quiet. He's doing his job. Let's see who does their job here on 4th and 1. We got flags. We got whistles. Do we have a timeout? That looked weird. Seattle's calling a timeout there on 4th and 1. Okay. So Seattle burning early timeouts. They only have one remaining timeout right now in this half. And they're going to talk about what they want to do defensively right here. It looked like McDonald wanted to go ahead and have a challenge on that. Did he want to challenge the Purdy? Is he challenging the spot of where Purdy went out of bounds? Is that what he's looking at there? Did he just throw the challenge flag to get the attention of the official? I don't know. Let's see. Brock, you know what? Brock, his foot and that ball are out. This should probably be 4th and 2. 4th and 2.5, but it doesn't look like they're going to respot this football. The graphic is still saying it's 4th and 1. I think they wanted a better spot right there, and they didn't get it. They might have even deserved it. Look at Brock. All sorts of trouble on, that was a bad call on 4th and 1, and that's an incomplete pass. That's an incomplete pass. Brock was under pressure right away. He looked in the flat. He had a man pulling him down by his hips. There was nothing on that throw. He's lucky it wasn't an interception. He really is. He is lucky that wasn't an interception. Ominous signs. Don't like that play. Don't like that play from Kyle Shanahan. That doesn't mean I want him fired, but I don't like that play from Kyle Shanahan right there at all. How about a little choice route from McCaffrey? Why are you going way outside the numbers? Why are you setting up a big drop back? Why are you giving this defense a chance to get to Purdy on a 4th and 1 play? You didn't need to take a big shot. Don't like that call. Don't like that call at all. You know, the 49ers have this incredibly expensive fullback who doesn't mean that they can run the ball in short yardage situations. And I know that Juszczyk is going back to another Pro Bowl, but he is He's a backup tight end is what he really is, more than he's a fullback. I do have a second water because look, we're just dehydrated over here. So I got another because I don't want you to see me sucking on like this bottle nipple all night. There's not a good way to like host a football show and be like, so I don't want you looking at me trying to sip from a short straw. We got a little more water going on. Okay. You losers were hyping this team. The game's not over. They could be a 1 seed. Lefty Mo, calm down. Again, this team, it really is a litmus test for whether or not your father raised you as a good football fan or whether you are still on the bunny slope of football understanding. Choke a hand. Wasn't a good call. I'll give you that. I mean, we see Brock Purdy on 4th have successful sneaks all night long. By the way, it's 150 to 39 yards so far. 150 Seahawk yards to almost nothing. To almost nothing so far for the 49ers. We got Sam Darnold with a play action. He's hunting deep. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Catch. First down. Picked up about 25. "49er fan 63 says Kyle needs to get back in his bag like last week. Well, I think it was easier to be in the bag against the Chicago Bears than it is to be in the bag against the Seahawks team. This is a really, really good defense. This is a good Seattle team. If it weren't Sam Darnold as their quarterback, we wouldn't be making many jokes. That's a nice play by the 49ers defense right there. Charbonnet brought down by Alfred Collins. He got mauled right there by Alfred Collins. How about that little stat? Sam Darnold, the 5th quarterback in NFL history to win 13 games in 2 straight seasons. And he's probably the first to do it with 2 different teams? It's Rodgers, Favre, Brady, and Manning. Now, maybe Manning did that, but with the Broncos and the Colts, but I don't think so. He had time off with that neck injury. I honestly, the way that Seattle's running the ball, I don't even know why they're asking Sam Darnold to throw the ball. They are just running on the 49ers like the Niners are the JV practice team. But we do have a 3rd and 4 with 19 of 27 plays already being run in 49er territory. Thank you, ESPN graphic. Let me tell you, the little factoids I'm able to give you with this Monday night booth in here it's better, isn't it? 3rd and 4, and this is a big one. 3rd and 4, 49ers defense. They're going to bring pressure. Pressure is coming. Up the middle, right on Darnold. Darnold is going to have to take off. He runs for a first down. He gets caught in between a slide and a dive. He kind of goes in sideways, and he does have the first. This O-line is getting gashed. Long night ahead. Well, the D-line is getting gashed. I'm going to tell you about that. Now, if you're meaning that the 49ers offensive line is also getting gashed, I'm not here to argue with you. They are getting pushed backwards. Look, there's no pretending. Since kickoff, this has been all Seattle, which is amazing that it's just 7-0. It's amazing it's only 7-0 when you really think about it. It's been all Seattle so far. Again, thank you for being here. So far, none of you have left. We've got over 1,000 people watching across all platforms, over 400 on YouTube alone. How are we doing on those likes? Hey, we've only got 230 likes with 400 of you watching right now on YouTube. That means 170 of you. Lean on in and tap that button if you would, please. When halftime comes up, we're going to have a huge run on people coming in to watch us. So there'll be even more the more of you hitting that thumbs up button right now. It's easy. It's effortless. You tap it once and your job here is done. My job needs to let you know where to go get a great sandwich, and that is my man Ike's at all times. Delicious sandwiches at Ike's. My sleeper parlay right now. Sam Darnold's on the way to getting his job done. Sam Darnold is on the way to getting his job done. He is already 8 of 10. He needs to be over 20 and a half completions. A McCaffrey anytime touchdown. 49ers haven't even come close to that. Kittle, he needs many more yards. He's got 1 catch for 6 yards. He's got 62 and a half. I got to see the over there. And the 49ers, here's where I think I'd come up short. Are they going to score 3 touchdowns tonight? Eddie Pinheiro over 2.5 extra points. I don't know if that's going to come home. I don't know if the 49ers are going to have 3 touchdowns in them tonight. They certainly aren't showing us any early indications that they got a lot of offense in them tonight. That is for sure. So thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to all of you. Hit that like button. And if you really, really want to get bonkers, hit that subscribe button as well, if you could, please. Oh, my God. We're 14 away now. 14 away. I'd love to see this thing go tick up. Tick, 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 tick. Will anyone make the odometer move up? Do I hear 987? 987 going once? 987 going twice? 987? Maybe not right here and not right now. Oh, there's Nick Bosa. Torn ACL in week 3. Things should have been sort of underwater in week 3, certainly after Fred Warner broke his leg. Things should have gone way underwater. 49ers still alive. On 1st and 10, we got Walker picking up 6. I mean, it's just easy, easy, easy. Hey, there's Yatir Gross Matos. I was told he was on this team. I haven't seen him in years. Seattle has been in full control of this game. Another run, another first down. I mean, it is 5-6 yards per carry every single time they touch the ball. Every single time they touch the ball. Up holding, though. Gray Zabel. Holding on Gray Zabel, which is going to bring this first down backwards. Can't do that. Yeah, it's not a refs trying to keep it close. That's a hold. That's a hold. All right, 2nd and 11. Sam Darnold, complete, but it's not going to do much damage. It's going to set up 3rd and long. Again, here the 49ers are looking at a big moment square in the eye, early air in this game. If you're just joining, the 49ers do get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, and that is the only thing that they've won is that scenario so far here in the first half. That in the first drive of the game where they were able to get off the field without Seattle scoring points. Other than that, it has been all Supersonics. It has been all Mariners. It's been all Starbucks. It's all Microsoft. Jackson Smith and Jigba way downfield. No catch. Good defense. No penalties. 4th and 6. 4th and 6. I mean, if I'm Seattle, I'm going for it. I don't even know if I'm sending out my kicker here for a big field goal. Man, that was just really good defense for a defense that isn't playing really good defense last night. Both Jair Brown and was that Green? Really nice job right there. So there's a 45-yard attempt. He's already missed from 47. The wind is whipping, but this one is right down Broadway. That is good. It is 10-0. And now what can the Niners do? With 5:19 remaining, they will be getting the ball. Who's going to be the 1 seed? 10-0 Seahawks right now, says Seattle will be the 1 seed. Again, your scenarios are very simple. If the 49ers win or tie this football game, they're the 1 seed. If the 49ers lose tonight and then the Rams lose to Arizona, they'll be the 5 seed. If the 49ers lose tonight and then the Rams beat Arizona, which they should be able to do with both of Sam Darnold. It's not Sam Darnold. The Rams are going to beat the Arizona Cardinals. So it's probably the 1 seed or the 6 seed for the 49ers. I think that's a safe way to look at it. I can't see Matthew Stafford playing poorly as bad as he played in Atlanta just last week, where he basically gave away an MVP level season that he was having. I can't see him playing that bad against a team that has packed it up and is going home as Arizona is. So it feels like it's going to be the 1 or the 6 for the 49ers. The only silver lining to that would be a 3rd place schedule next year. That would be the only silver lining to that. But I can even find a silver lining in a 6 seed. We got Drew in Denver. The fact that this team looks so poor when Lynch put every player on the roster speaks volumes. I don't think that they look poor. I think there's a better team out there than they are, that under the circumstances, the 49ers shouldn't even be here. I mean, I hear you. It's embarrassing that, again, this season, there are a handful of players that this team went out of their way to draft and then never found a way to play them, not for a minute. You know, Jordan Watkins, we've sort of seen you. Jordan James, we've hardly seen you at all. You know, there is just way too many dudes who have no impact with, you know, just healthy scratch after healthy scratch. Isaac Guerrero was drafted unused to then be followed up the very next year with a player you drafted and then didn't use. Hell, this team traded for a backup running back that they essentially refused to use. Brian Robinson Jr., they traded for him. Why? They've hardly used them. Kyle does have a Christian McCaffrey addiction problem. He really does. Kyle Shanahan has a Christian McCaffrey addiction problem. Get help where you can find it. But thank you for the super, Drew. It's great to see you, man. You've been a big supporter for years. So it's real simple. You got a 5-minute drive here to get on the board. That's what you're looking for. Kittle destroyed behind the line of scrimmage there. What is that play? Why are you throwing behind the line of scrimmage to George Kittle? I mean, is this team that afraid to throw the ball downfield tonight? What is this play? We haven't seen bullshit like this all season long, and the Seahawks were all over it. Austin Pleasance did nothing to seal his guy. You know, maybe Trent Williams is the right left tackle to make that play pop. Austin Pleasance is not. Brock to McCaffrey, who's tackled immediately as he catches the ball. So 3rd and very long coming up for the 49ers. 3rd and very long coming up to the Niners. We got 1,000+ people watching right now. Thank you for being here. Hit like and subscribe. Hopefully the 49ers can hit the sticks here and bring up a first down. It is 3rd and 10. Brock, he's got pressure. He steps up in the pocket. He fires one to Juwan Jennings. Completion. First down. Good play. Brock bought a little time right there, stepped up in a pocket, and did make a nice throw to Juwan Jennings. Man. I'm telling you, man, Derek Hall has been lined up over Austin Pleasance and is busting his ass. There's Brian Robinson Jr. He gets a carry for the first time. Another super comes in from J.D. Sugar. These uniforms are far too decent. I'm watching the last goddamn act of Phantom of the Opera. Need the 49ers to drop a chandelier on the Seahawks. Is there a chandelier? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Phantom of Santa Clara. Brock nearly rolls into a sack. Gets the ball out, though, to Kittle. First down. Dun, 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 dun. It's going to be in my head all night now. Thank you. Just got a score here. Man, Brock nearly naked boots right into a sack. Play action there. Woof. Dexter Lawrence is coming. Purdy just changed the play here on 1st and 10. He checked that into something else. And what? We got a timeout? No, we got a 2-minute warning. I will say this. The first half has gone fast, which is good because it can't end fast enough. That's how bad it has been for the San Francisco 49ers. A terrible first half of football. Defensively, offensively, the only thing that has halfway worked are these uniforms, if we're being completely honest about it. The other thing that will definitely work if you go out of your way and make the decision to make this work for you tonight is my man Ike. Ike of Ike Sandwiches is something absolutely delicious waiting for you, whether you have it delivered tonight, tomorrow, whether you go pick it up. Maybe you don't even live in an Ike's area. Hopefully you will soon. It is the fastest growing sandwich empire. He is going to be, along with me, on Radio Row at the Super Bowl, feeding the nation's assembled media as the Super Bowl comes to Santa Clara this year. Will the 49ers be there? Will they be a 1 seed? Will they be a 5? Will they be a 6? We don't know. But what you can get is a delicious sandwich at Ike's, and I hope you do. What you can get is yourself a little action over on Sleeper, and you can get a $100 deposit match up to $100 when you use promo code Damon. And when you do that, you'll see, boom, you get matched automatically, and you'll be on your way to having an awful lot of fun. Build the best parlays you're going to get, the best payouts you're going to see. And I'm telling you, as we're winding down football's regular season, there's a big postseason coming, but this is a place to go for NBA plays. I'm sure they'll be all over the World Cup that's coming up. So download that Sleeper app. You'll be happy that you did, and use promo code Damon when you do so for the fastest real-time stats and so much more over on Sleeper. For the best Guinness in San Francisco, get ye to the Dubliner West Portal. Great place to go, great neighborhood bar, great place to watch a game, great place to watch the Warriors. Absolutely no show against the Thunder the other night. God, they had Curry, Butler, and Draymond out. I hope fans got a refund for their tickets. Can you imagine the amount of money that people spent on saying, oh, it's the defending champs coming in right after New Year's? That's a big ticket. You had Curry out, Butler out, Draymond out. Ugh. I mean, like, I didn't even bother turning the game on. I saw there was an NBA tweet. It's like tonight at Chase Center. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander versus Brandon Pajemski. Ugh. No thanks. By the way, would we get another Kuminga DNP? Seriously, Steve Kerr. It's the Iceman. This might determine the game. This drive might determine this game. The 49ers got to come away with something in the neighborhood of points right here. Touchdown would be wonderful. I'll take the damn field goal if that's what you're offering it to me right now, though. On first down, it is McCaffrey carrying it for a couple. Not a lot there. Not a lot there to set up second and long. All right, 2nd and 7. Another handoff to McCaffrey. Oh, we got a pitch and a flip, and there is McCaffrey again. That is an awful lot of trickeration for a play that didn't even pick up the first down, maybe about 6 yards to set up third down. Okay. So Kyle, had a pitch back, double reverse toss back to Purdy to set up a 6-yard pass. Looks like D. Winters is walking off the field. 3rd and 3. Need something right here. 49ers. Purdy steps up in the pocket. He is tripped up in the backfield, and he goes down. That's a sack for Seattle. This is 4th and 3 now. And I think we're going to see Eddie Pinheiro for the first time tonight come on out and try to pick up 3 for the 49ers. Look, Purdy just doesn't have time to sit back and bounce up and down and quiet feet himself. He has to stay on the move. He is a sitting duck back there tonight. Fourth and 3. Kyle, what are you going to do? Sending out the field goal unit? I think he is. Kyle sending out the field goal unit, and the nicest thing I can tell you about that is that Seattle's going to get the ball back with 1:10 to play, but no timeouts. Eddie Pinheiro, who is yet to miss a field goal for the 49ers, except for a 66-yard, 68-yard career-long attempt where he hit the crossbar. This is from 48. It's drifting a little, but it is good. Eddie Pinheiro has the 49ers on the board, and all things considered, the way this game is going, the way that it started, they'll take it. They will take that right now. You'll take that right now. Nobody's going to be complaining right now because they needed something, and something is what they got. 3 out of Eddie Pinheiro right there. But now my Eddie Pinheiro 3 extra points prop is looking like it might sink my sleeper parlay, because do you think the 49ers are going to score 3 touchdowns in the second half? I mean, it could happen. It could happen, but I wouldn't be betting on it, and unfortunately, I already have. All right, so they're not going to commercial break. They're having Troy and Joe prattle on through a quick setting up for a kickoff here. There is absolutely no doubt 49ers red zone, they are missing Trent Williams tonight. There's no such thing as a team that won't miss a Hall of Fame left tackle, and the 49ers do miss him tonight. All right, 49ers special teams takes down the returner at the 35-yard line. So it's going to be decent field position with 1 minute to play, 60 seconds, no timeouts. D. Winters is questionable to return with an ankle. There's a whole minute left. No doubt, a whole minute. All right, Sam Darnold, what are you going to do? I mean, a turnover here would be fantastic, don't you think? Sam just floats one up for somebody to get. Oh, Sam's going to go down. Sam Darnold goes down right there. Sam Aquinu doing a big balls dance after that one. Second sack of the night on Sam Darnold. Okay. 49ers will take that to start this series. Awful lot of time ticking here. 27 seconds. I bet you Seattle dumps off or hands off here. I don't think they want anything to do with this as Sam Darnold throws that one out. That ball is brought down. It is complete, but we are basically out of time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I don't think Seattle's going to run a play here. It doesn't look like they really want to. Nope, Sam waves it off, and that is it. Man, that wasn't exactly aggressive there by Seattle. The 49ers will take that all day and night. And all things considered, to be down by just a touchdown, getting the ball back, feels like a little bit of a miracle right here, and the 49ers will take it. I'll take it. You'll take it. You can't cash it in for anything else, so you're going to have to take it. 115 rushing yards allowed in the half. That is the most this season by the 49ers. That isn't a number we wanted to see, but that is the number we're looking at. I want to see some team stats. We're going to share this tab. We're going to look at this, and let's jump into some of the numbers here at halftime. Again, only 3 first downs for the 49ers in that half. It was terrible. 20 plays to 34 for the Seahawks, 196 yards to 69 yards of offense. It didn't even feel like 69 yards of offense, to be totally honest with you. 3.4 yards per play. Meanwhile, running the ball 115 to 23 so far for Seattle, 115. The time of possession has been way out of whack, 19-20 to 10-40 for the Niners. 4 penalties on Seattle for 20 yards. One of them played a crucial role in backing up the 49ers, the Seahawks, into a field goal that they missed earlier in this game. And I'll tell you, maybe the best defensive play for the 49ers in the first half, other than Tatum Bethune's first and goal sack of Sam Darnold, was Jackson Smith's and Jigba's ankle clipping the sideline and going out of bounds. That is the biggest play of the half because he was in the end zone without that. He really was. So the 49ers are happy to take that right here. We have over 1,100 people in the room here for halftime. A lot of people come on in for halftime. How many likes do we have? That's up to you. How many subscribers do we have? That is up to you as well. And let me just show you, we are getting closer and closer to having a little something to celebrate here tonight. If you don't mind me saying, can we add 12 people at halftime to get me to 50,000 subs for the first time in this channel's history? All it's going to take is 12 of you to get this new year off to a great start for the Plus. So if you would please make that happen for me. Oh, now 11 away. Things are getting interesting. We thank you so much. We thanks to everyone for the supers. We got Barry Ford saying, hit the Dayquil. I'll do a pain pill and take a halftime nap. I'll tell you what, Barry, I'll meet you there. I'll pop a little Dayquil with you. We're now 9 away. That Vapo Rub turns that into the Newport of all sickness medication right there. That is like a Noopy Lucy. Wow. All right, we're 5 away from 50,000, my friends. We are 4 away. 3, 2, 1. I feel like this is Happy New Year about to happen. Oh my goodness, my good friends, look at this. Look at it. It's about to happen. We're almost there. Boom! 50. Now, I know 3 of you are about to unsubscribe, so I'm going to enjoy this moment of 50,000. Look at that odometer. Isn't that pretty? Seriously, thank you very, very much. And on that, how often do you go from a Dayquil to just a little Heaven Hill right here? Cheers to all of you. Thank you so much for helping this channel grow. Hey, let's get to 51,000. Let's get super aggressive here. Ha ha! Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all very, very much for being a part of this and doing that for me tonight. I do really, truly appreciate it. Let's dive back into this box score here. Sam Darnold is off to a really nice start tonight. A really nice start tonight. 10 of 13, 98 yards. I mean, he's not exactly lighting up the pinball machine, but he's been efficient. And I honestly, I don't know if I'm asking him to throw the ball 15 more times tonight the way that they're running it right now. Charbonnet going for 6-7 a carry. Kenneth Walker going for 5-6 a carry. Even Darnold's toted it once for 5 yards. 115 rushing yards for the Seahawks, the most allowed by the 49ers in the first half of any game so far this season. Only 23 rushing yards, 1 carry, 6 yards for Brian Robinson Jr. McCaffrey, 3 carries, 7 yards. He's done nothing on the ground. 3 catches, 18 yards. He's done very little in the air as well. 3 catches, 19 yards for Juwan Jennings. Again, it is a half that has basically been devoid of offense. Brock Purdy, just like Darnold, is 10 of 13, but for only 47 yards. And there is a clear indication that Kyle is not going to be asking him to throw the ball downfield. He doesn't seem comfortable with that tonight. Doesn't seem like to be part of the plan tonight. And, without getting really aggressive in the second half, not a lot is going to happen. You can not play conservatively for the remainder of this game. I mean, if you're going to go down in flames is the way I see it. Go down because you are punching hard. Fall onto the canvas because you lost your balance swinging a haymaker. Losing this game does absolutely nothing for you. Winning this game means you got a week off and you're the 1 seed. So I would get aggressive as hell. And whatever Kyle has in his bag, it's time to whip it out and show it to all of us, if you don't mind me saying. Mr. 33 Degrees, congratulations on the 50K. You deserve it. Thank you. And congratulations to all of you. I really mean it. This is an incredible community that we've really built here for ourselves. And it is a community. We've got people who were total strangers when the Plus started, and because of this channel have become the kind of friends that get together in real life and do things together. I'm as proud of that as I am of any element of my career, 20 years on the radio. It's something that made me roll my eyes at the dawn of the YouTube career. You're really going to get connected to your audience. I thought, all right, great. Won't that be spectacular? I've been connecting with an audience for 20 years. It's real. It's really real. So thank you to everyone. We've got a member in David Lopez saying, congrats on 50,000. Have a great show. Thank you. No, thank you, David. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Now, what I think a lot of you would appreciate is that the 49ers this year drafted players that they actually used or could stay healthy. Ricky Pearsall, after practicing all week, isn't out there. He's been healthy all year. He's dressed tonight. But Jordan Watkins, we don't even know him. Kendrick Bourne, haven't seen him. DeMarcus Robinson, haven't seen him. Brian Robinson Jr., he's carried the ball once. That was super. Really nice to see that. But why'd you make a trade for a player you're hardly going to use? You got Jake Tungus, who has had a hell of a year. I want to see a 2 tight end set here. Not to mention, I think the 49ers could use it. Get Luke Farrell involved in your 2 tight end set. Protect Purdy better than you have already. It's time to go big game hunting here in the second half and throw just caution to the wind. The 49ers should play like they got nothing to lose. because they really don't. They really don't have anything to lose other than this game. And hopefully no more injuries. But man, oh man. Now, Lefty Mo, you want to say Kyle sucks in big games? Who am I to argue with that tonight, right? This is a big one. And we have not seen an awful lot to be impressed at. Now, defensively, we knew it was going to be an uphill battle. I didn't think that this offense was going to look this bad against this defense. This is a good defense. They're not the 85 Bears. Not even close. And I thought that we would see much more from a 49ers offense than we have so far. Again, thank you, Mr. 33 Degrees. Appreciate you very much. Jorge Luis Sotelo, congratulations. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Kyle's second half. Excuse me while I whip this out. You mind if we dance with your dates? I mean, come on. Do something. Do something. We got a new member in Brett Walden. Thank you so much, Brett. All new members get golf clapped in here. Thank you very, very much for a cup of coffee. You're doing an awful lot to help support the channel. I really, really appreciate that. Again, we'll have some spammers in here. I'm not here for this kind of conversation, though. OK Do, our number one wide receiver, is a wuss. Hey, he needs to get a lot tougher. I'll say that. But, your tolerance for his pain is not ever going to impress me. I don't know how bad his knee feels. You don't either. It's a shame. What isn't a shame? What isn't a shame is that the Niners are getting the ball back here. Over 1,200 people watching right now. Thank you to all of you for being here. It means an awful lot. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell another 49er fan, tell an enemy that we do live stream watch parties, and we'll be doing them all playoff long. The only playoff game that we would conceivably miss would be if the 49ers are in the wild card and asked to play in the Saturday window next weekend, because that's when I'll be flying back from Atlanta. This Hoosier is going to the Peach Bowl. I have to go to the Peach Bowl. I wasn't able to make it to the Rose Bowl, which is just a few hours down south of me here in San Francisco, but I will be going to Atlanta, flying out on Thursday and looking forward to that. Again, you want to buy me a beer at the Peach Bowl? Supers are open tonight. We appreciate those very, very much. Like a tipper, like a stripper, I'm working for tips. Hi, everyone. Go Niners. Thank you very much. And by the way, Never Daunted, let me know if you're going to be there, Never Daunted. I want to see you in Atlanta. I would love to see you in Atlanta. I really, really would. I am feeling very peachy. Very peachy. It's incredible. Indiana, undefeated, whooped Alabama like it was a JV team. Unbelievable. Never in my life did I think I would be where I am in the world of college football. But none of you care about that tonight. What you care about is beating the Seahawks and getting the 1 seed. So here's what has to happen. George Furster needs to figure out a way to get this offensive line to give Purdy the protection he needs to get that ball out quicker, period. You got to leave Juszczyk in the backfield, have him chip block. Do it. Do it. Put Christian McCaffrey in the slot, put Juszczyk in the backfield, and ask him to chip block. You cannot, if Austin Pleasant needs a little help, get him that help. You got to get George Kittle more involved than he has been in this game. George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey will set your offense free. There aren't two other guys who are going to do that. But I'd love to see a bomb to Demarcus Robinson at some point here in the third quarter. One big yoinks away, trying to make a big play happen. I want to see Kendrick Bourne involved here in this third quarter. Trying not to knock my microphone off. Trying to wait around for something to happen. Something to happen here in the third quarter. It's not just going to magically happen. they're going to need to make something happen and really start rattling their saber more than they have. That was a bad half all the way around. One of the worst halves of football we have seen out of the 49ers. They've been playing great offensive locked-in football, adequate defensive football at times. I guess we can say defensively they were adequate enough. Offensively, nowhere even close to being good enough. And here they are receiving the second half kickoff, which Sky Moore bobbles at the 5, bends over, picks it up, and just dives forward to the 12-yard line. No, that wasn't Sky Moore. That was Brian Robinson Jr. What the fuck, Brian? Hi, everyone. Go Niners. Master Smith, thank you. Are you drinking? If so, here's $2. Thank you very, very much. Looks like an old-fashioned division game. Offensive needs to get going. Yeah, I mean, these two teams, they know each other well. There's no doubt. Only down 7, miracle from the football gods. Need Kyle and Brock to get some wizardry going here in the second half. Go 49ers. Well, Christian McCaffrey with a good 5-yard run on the first offensive play of the second half. And Brett Walden comes in. Damon, just wanted to say, really appreciate the work you do. Your 49ers coverage is thoughtful, honest, consistently entertaining. It's become a must watch for us. Keep it up and keep up the great work. Brett, I need an agent. Thank you very much. You have done your part, my man. Thank you so very, very much. It means the world that you feel that strongly about this channel and the job that I do. I could hit the Powerball. I could be a billionaire tomorrow. I would get up and do this with you. I love it. I absolutely love it. I would rather be here with you during these games than in the press box. I really do. I think I get a better grasp of what is happening watching on TV than I ever did in the press box. You don't get to control replay. You don't get to look at what's really happening again. And I think the game is better on TV than it is in person. All right. 3rd and 4. Cannot go 3 and out to open up here. Let's see. Purdy, too many step drop. I didn't like that. He does have a completed pass, though, to Demarcus Robinson. First down. Boop. Needed that. That was a has to have it. I'm glad they got it. Again, thanks for getting through halftime with me. Thanks for getting us over 50,000 subscribers. I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of that. Thank you to all of you. Again, where are we? I'm just curious. 50,009. Ooh. Thank you very, very much. Okay, kids. Brock, over the middle. He finds McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets 8 before he's taken down. 2nd and short. Chip away, chip away, chip away. Again, offensive genius. What happens if they win this game? What are you going to call them? Like I've never seen people shit on their own Coach of the Year candidate and Disney level story quality quarterback. Then Niners fans crap on both Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan. Completion to Kittle. Doesn't pick up much, but it does get a first down. Little rhythm. Little rhythm. You got to play can't go broke taking a profit football. I'm cool with that. Tie this game up. I frickin' dare you. Brian Robinson Jr. getting a carry out of the backfield. Picks up about 3. Again, thank you very much. A super for 50. Thank you very, very much, Mike. We got David Lopez. Here's one on me, Damon. Oh, that's picking up a beer at the Georgia Dome. Not the Georgia Dome. What is it called? Mercedes-Benz, right? Sorry. Old habits die hard. I'm going to call it the Georgia Dome anyways. But thank you so very, very much. I'd love to see 12, 15-yard play or 12, 15 play drive here. Purdy got sacked to set up 3rd and long. Shit, I spoke too soon. A loss of 7. Man, that came right around Dominic Pooney. Dominic Pooney. It's been a tough sophomore year for Dominic Pooney. Reed with the sack, setting up 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Huge play. Seahawks bring pressure. Purdy gets rid of it, but he doesn't get enough on it. He got hit as he was throwing. That ball falls incomplete. And this Seattle defense is pretty damn good. Seattle's defense is really good. Yeah, Purdy had a decent pocket there for a minute, but then he just gets cut in 2. And so it is a punt for the 49ers. Thomas Morstead, what are you doing with this punt? Chance for a big return here setting up for Seattle. It is a big return for Seattle. Seattle's got the ball out to about 32. Not a great night of special teams so far for the 49ers either. Brian Robinson Jr. did a terrible job fielding the second half kickoff, bobbled it, terrible starting field position. And instead of a couple first downs getting you on the edge of field goal range, it's a punt. Guys don't stay in their lanes, a decent return. And now Seattle's got the ball back and a chance to take full control of this football game right here and right now. They are already in full control of this football game right here and right now. Again, some of these other watch parties that I know happen, they got like 100,000 people. We usually top out around 8,000, 10,000. Hopefully when the playoffs start, it'll be even more. Now that we're at the 50,000 subs, it'll push more people towards us. I know algorithms favor channels over 50,000 subs, so thank you so much for getting me there, but there's no better advertising. No better advertising than word of mouth. So tell a friend, tell a neighbor. I really appreciate it. Seattle's been very, very good all year. Everyone has seen their defense play stout football all year. The question is, will Sam Darnold show up when it matters most? I mean, it really is for him. This is a now or never type of game. Darnold has to deliver on what he has been handed. The advantage, the momentum in this game. If the Seahawks don't finish this off, that would be horrific. So it's to that point where the best friend the 49ers defense might have is Sam Darnold tends to turn the ball over. And they're going to need a turnover right now. They're going to need one. Seahawks team is having a little bit of a team meeting saying they're not moving the ball against us. It's not happening tonight. I would believe them at this point in time. Darnold, underneath to Kenneth Walker, doesn't pick up much. We got David. I wish Damon and Grant were coaching this game. I'd have much more confidence. No, see, here's the thing. The difference between me and that guy is I know how hard this is. he seems to think it's easy and could actually do a better job, which is buffoonery. Second and 8. 49ers put a little pressure on Sam Darnold, but he gets rid of the ball. Walker's got a first down and change, and the sticks have been moved. Nice couple blocks there by Gray Zabel. Shed his initial block, got out in the second level, blocked Tatum Bethune, and got Walker another 10 yards. So just over the 50 now are the Seahawks running another play in 49er territory. Walker gets it, pitch right, stays on his feet after initial contact, spins around. A quick whistle is going to bring him down before he actually went down. I thought there'd been some quick whistles. Niners will take it. It's going to set up 2nd and 2. That could have been another first down for sure. We got Brett saying, unlike the Niners, your performance is inspiring. Congrats on the 50K. Thank you. Well, again, I'm a little injured here, but we're out playing for you. Walker gets pulled down at the line of scrimmage right there. Okay. So 3rd down, and you're way out on the edge of field goal range. So this becomes a huge play in the game right here. Absolute huge play in the game right here. Rams and Seahawks for the championship, an all NFC West conference championship. I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Maybe the Bears. But I do think that the two best teams in the NFC right now are the Rams and the Seahawks. The 49ers, again, by reality, illusion, whatever, they're in a conversation. They are not even down 2 possessions in this game yet. So I'm not going to tell you that they're going to lose and not be the 1 seed, not yet. Things aren't looking good. But yeah, Rams, Seahawks in the NFC title game, that doesn't sound impossible at all. That could absolutely happen. It feels like the Rams are backpedaling a little bit. Seattle, look, if Sam Darnold doesn't make mistakes, they're kind of a monster. If he makes mistakes, it feels like they're kind of vulnerable. He hasn't made a mistake yet tonight. He's 1 mistake away from getting the 49ers right back in this game. Will he make it tonight, or is that behind him? I've never rooted against Sam Darnold. I've never thought he was a bad quarterback. But when it comes to the biggest games, he was in this very position last year. Win and a 1 seed, lose, and it's a challenge, and they lost. So it's now or never for this guy. It's now or never for this guy. I do know that when Sam Darnold was a Niner, his teammates really liked him. Really, really liked him. So, there's no reason to root against him other than the fact that you're a Niner fan and he's playing your team tonight. But I got no problems with Sam Darnold. He's been in nothing but bad situations until he got to San Francisco, was in a good situation, parlayed that into Minnesota. That was a good situation that he made the best of, came up a little short. They made a colossal mistake moving on from him. I mean, the Minnesota Vikings aren't anywhere around the playoffs this year because they moved on from Sam Darnold. He's been very good for the Seahawks. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Monster play. Just a monster play with 7:40, 39, 7:38, 7:37. Handoff. He's going to get stopped in the backfield. Oh my God. How is Seattle running a hesitation play and not just bringing a locomotive towards the line of scrimmage? That was a terrible play call by Seattle. And it is now 4th and 7 after a 3rd and 3. Unbelievably bad play by Seattle. Wow, Diamador Lenore makes a great tackle on Zach Charbonnet right there. Robert Saleh, his shiny bald head, hasn't looked this excited all night. By the way, B1, I have just started. We're going to return to this if the 49ers win this game. Well, just another what-if season. Fred said he could return for the NFC Championship game. I laughed my ass off thinking they would get that far. They're in this game, kids. Takes one drive to wake up an offense. We'll see if they don't wake up a little right here, right now. We will find out together, won't we? This is Solo Martez. Solo says, congratulations on 50K. My little bro is also tuning in at his place and has his TV on mute. Shout out to Jesse Jr. He loves the Plus. Thank you very, very much, Jesse Jr. Love you back, brother. Thank you so much. Again, word of mouth from you is the best advertising I will ever have. So thanks for telling your friends about this. Look, we're just people who have watched a couple football games. Don't panic. It's not our first rodeo. And I think in a world of absolute amateur hour out there, maybe that's what separates the channels from others. So thank you. Now, can this team get anything going offensively? Can they get anything cooking offensively? It needs to happen now. It needs to happen now. This needs to be points. Field goal doesn't sound like it would help, but it'd be better than nothing. You tie this game up right here, right now, it would feel like a fucking miracle. Jamie, we need to cook. Hey, I mean, this isn't even, they're not even cooking at this point. Like right now, they're looking to put gas in the Winnebago to drive out into the New Mexico desert before they can even cook. Okay, right now they're in their couch cushion looking for gas money. If we can fit as many Breaking Bad references in there as possible, but thank you. The 49ers defense is so outplaying the 49ers offense in this game. Just expectation over what you think you're going to get and what you're actually getting. The 49ers defense, all things considered, as scary as it's been, they've done their job. They've done their job. Now, very much in the shadow of their own end zone. They did what they need to do. You're right, never daunted. And as Kyle's just throwing away a play on first down. McCaffrey, 3 yards, don't do much up the middle. And the Seahawks can just, I think, see that coming a mile away. Like, throw the ball on first down, Kyle. .610, 609, 608, 605, 2nd and 7. Purdy underneath to McCaffrey. McCaffrey makes it 3rd and 1. I mean, it is just everything under the sticks all night long. I don't think Purdy's put 15 yards under the ball tonight. Everything underneath. I mean, that's an awful lot of credit on how good Seattle is. but you got to find a little bit of a conflict defender out there. Chef Eugene, congrats on 50 large. Come on, Niners. Score big. What do you got? 3rd and 2. We'll worry about scoring later. Just pick up 3rd and 2. Again, I don't like that play at all. Forward progress, he's not going to get it. Why is Purdy retreating on a 5-step drop on 3rd and 2 to throw under the fucking sticks? Doesn't even go beyond the chains. Demarcus Robinson didn't run his route beyond the chains. And look, in a 1-possession game, you got to punt here, but you're just asking for it. You're asking for it. You got a fake? You got something in you? You're going to try to steal a possession? Nope. Morstead kicks it away. It's uninspired, but it's probably the right choice. Fair catch, no damage done. All right. Well, we're just over 2 hours into our live stream. Thank you very much for being here. My name's Damon Bruce. I've been covering this team for about 2 decades, 3 years here on YouTube. So happy to be over 50,000 subs tonight. Thank you. Thank you for all the supers. Thank you for being here. For everyone who's been here since day one, it means so very much. If today is day one, thank you for being here. Please hit subscribe. No matter where you are, if you're watching on YouTube, we have nearly 1,300 people watching live all at once right now, with more people watching on X and on Twitch than even on YouTube, where we have about 430 people watching, and we don't even have 400 likes. No wonder why YouTube isn't sending more people our way. Are you watching, but you haven't tapped that thumbs up button? That's on you. I mean, you could have more people hanging out with you right now if you just lean into that thumbs up button. So tap like. Thank you very much. Again, as a 20-year-long veteran radio broadcaster, the fact that I have to say like and subscribe out loud is enough to make me want to jump off the Golden Gate goddamn bridge. But here we are in the new world we've created for ourselves. And I am very appreciative of it. I truly, truly am. I appreciate all of our sponsors, starting with our friends at Sleeper. Let's get a parlay check. Sam Darnold, 20.5 completions. Where am I right now? Let me go box score. Sam Darnold is sitting on 12 completions so far here tonight. I do think he's going to complete 8 more passes before this one's said and done. Although the way that Seattle's running the ball, I don't even know if I'm asking to throw it. Purdy is 15-19, but only 77 yards because he is just playing underneath the sticks all night long. I don't know if that's Kyle playing chicken shit football or Seattle's defense is just taking everything downfield away. Everything. They've taken all big plays away. 49ers running game thoroughly non-existent. 9 carries, 35 yards. 22 carries and 118 yards right now for Seattle. Kenneth Walker at 58. Charbonnet at 55. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 4 catches, 52 yards. Kenneth Walker, 4 catches, 36 yards. It is 5 catches for Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. Juwan Jennings has got 3 catches, 19 yards, but only 15 catches and 77 yards for the 49ers receiving core. If it weren't for Renardo Green and Jair Brown, who are leading this team in tackling right now, it would be bad news. Down a score. It is bad news. We got a fumble, but it looks like Seattle is on it. Whoa, I was looking at the box score, and I see ball on the ground. What the hell just happened? Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold tripped, tried to give one away. Oh, my God. Nearly a 49er defensive lineman nearly came up with that. Sam Darnold, there was the pennies from heaven giveaway, but Charbonnet fell on it. It is 2nd and 17. Good God. This team can't even pick up a fumble tonight. Sam Darnold, He throws that one in a little bit of jeopardy. It goes incomplete. 3rd and 17 coming up. Okay. 3rd and 17. Niners are going to take that. Sam Darnold feeling a little pressure right here. Now, if this is a first down for Seattle, it ain't good. So get off the field right here, San Francisco. I dare you. They don't want Sam Darnold to screw anything up, but oh my God, they ran for 18 yards. How do you let that happen? Kenneth Walker just ran the ball for 18 yards. That is the worst 3rd down play for the 49ers defense all year long. They played to punt. They played to punt and gave up the first down. John Lynch can't believe it. Maybe should have made another move at the deadline there, John. But again, with 2 Hall of Famers injured, I'm probably not reinvesting very much in this year myself. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 1st down and more. Renardo Green, don't do anything stupid with his face mask. Okay. Sam Darnold, again, just throws underneath. And those swing passes outside just pick up another first down. His defense is just gross. Just gross. I'll tell you, my sleeper parlay is screwed. The Niners are not going to be scoring 3 touchdowns tonight. I'm very confident of that. I don't think we're going to get to over 2.5 extra points from Eddie Pinheiro. So we won't even worry about that. That's why it's called gambling. 49ers are just in an awful lot of trouble here. You know, Kyle Shanahan could call good plays if he invested in an offensive line. That's got to be a priority of this upcoming draft. We said that last draft, and they didn't. All things considered, Austin Pleasance isn't doing a bad job out there, but they're missing Trent Williams tonight, and there's no doubt about that. But this defense is absolutely broken. You know, it is bend, don't break, but they've broken enough times here tonight to where it's just bad news. Bad news. The Seahawks are on the edge of the red zone now. 49ers just getting obliterated in time of possession in every conceivable way. That ball just got knocked down, though. Alfred Collins making a nice play. Alfred Collins, he's been a contributing rookie all year. I'd say the rookie of the year for the 49ers has got to be between Alfred Collins and Upton Stout. God, Alfred Collins, he's like that almost hit him in the hands. Like if he had the diamond pattern up like Dwight Clark in the back of the end zone, he might have caught it. 2nd and 10. Again, why they would do anything other than hand the ball off, I do not know. But Alfred Collins makes a really nice play right there again. Alfred Collins, okay. He's here to play. And he's what, going to come off the field because it's a pass rushing down and they're going to get the, well, it's not a NASCAR package as much as it is a a sprint track package, a midget package. For the record, we have yet to use Bryce Huff's name tonight. Am I correct? Be nice if we could use it right now. Third and 9. Darnold. Slant underneath. Nothing comes in. No flag on. Oh, there is a flag on the play. Oh, that flag came in late. Pass interference on Renardo Green. I'd like to see that replay, please. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, he had him around the shoulders. He did. Yeah, that's an easy call. No, stop it, George. That's an easy call. Cannot do that. So, first down. Niners in an awful lot of trouble. They're flirting with it. Keon White, he makes a play, though, in the backfield. That'll set up second and 12. Every single negative play this 49ers defense gets feels like a miracle. How is this still just a 7-point game? 49ers offense has absolutely let them down. Darnold with a flip pass into the middle of the line. It's completed. Nice little play, but it doesn't do much. Charbonnet caught it, turned around, and picked up maybe 3 or 4. And that is it for the third quarter. That is it for the third quarter. So here we go. The laws of football say you have to put 4 fingers in the air. I want to thank everyone for your supers tonight. Thank you very, very much. The 49ers have 15 minutes to either shock the world, secure the 1 seed, or be looking at a 5, likely 6 seed, because a loss tonight and a Rams win over the Arizona Cardinals means the 49ers would be the 6 seed. If the Rams were to lose somehow, some way to the Arizona Cardinals, the 49ers would be the 5 seed. But they don't have playoff team written all over them tonight. There's no denying that. This is not a great performance at all in what feels like, a big game where you really wanted to see them at their best. This is them getting trounced tonight. The only job that has really gone well, and we know it hasn't gone well because we see it in the numbers that we're looking at, is defensively, the 49ers have held this team to just 10 points, which feels like a miracle. 268 yards to 105 total yards for the 49ers tonight. 27 minutes of possession for the Seahawks, nearly 18 minutes for the 49ers. 132 passing yards to 70 passing yards. Purdy's only thrown for 70 yards tonight. 136 rushing yards to 35 rushing yards. It has been an absolute impotent night of offense for the 49ers. Awful. I guess now is his time, good as time as any, to let you know that Larry Krueger and I will be co-streaming Wake Up Live tomorrow at 10 a.m. So Sunday at 10 a.m. West Coast time, Larry and I will be live with the results of this game in a Wake Up, and I hope you plan on joining us there. Again, thank you to everyone who has brought us over 50,000 subs tonight. Look at that. Not only are we over 50,000, we've gone way over 50,000 and now 18 subs. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Please keep tapping that subscribe button. Please keep tapping that thumbs up button, that like button. We have nearly 1,500 people all live watching across all platforms right now. 1,000 coming from Twitter and Twitch, and we got over 500 right here on YouTube. So, fourth down, 4th and 6. 49ers get off the field. So, I don't think there's very much to say other than this team needs to let it loose offensively. A 31-yard field goal attempt coming up here for Seattle to make it 13-3. And that is true. And that is good. And the Niners are now down 2 scores. Seattle's been a step faster all night, a step faster, a whole lot better. I mean, just better in every way you can possibly be. Can our offense step it up in the fourth quarter? Mr. Adua. I don't know. I don't think so. It just doesn't look like their night. You know, the only thing you got left at this point is hope. Everything that we've seen in this game spells Seahawks. They might honestly be the best, most complete team in football. They seriously, I mean, I needed to see Sam Darnold win a big game before I believed that he was going to win big games. If he wins tonight, this is a big game. Feels like the 49ers got to do something lightning quick here. Lightning quick. I don't know if they got any lightning in them. Barry, offense goes from so good to so bad so fast. Well, they've been so bad, Barry. Can they get to good? I mean, I don't even need so good. I just need good. I just need them to – there's got to be points here. No points on this drive means you got no shot of winning this game. I really believe that. So you got to come away with at least 3 and more than that, to be totally honest with you. This team has to get aggressive right here, right now. This nothing but below the sticks passing offense. It hasn't worked tonight. It's not going to work now. They need something. And they need something fast. One play at a time. Yeah, if it's one big play, you can have that. It's got to be a big one. Hey, look, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, 49ers Red Zone. I believe they can achieve. Look, they have achieved. They're going to the postseason with this situation that they've been in. That's impressive. Where's Jordan Watkins? Where's Jacob Cowing? They're in the completely useless category, the both of them. The both of them. You know, you can't expect guys who have made no plays all year to come into this game and make one play tonight. This has got nothing to do with, I think, a bad game plan. This has got nothing to do with even Trent Williams being hurt. This is Seattle's defense has just taken away everything. Respect to Seattle. I mean, I'm not watching the all 22. I'll do that later. But there can't be anywhere to go downfield, or I think Brock would have at least tried to go down there. He hasn't even tried to hunt a big play yet. Seattle's just been really impressive tonight. Really impressive. Brock scrambles to his right. He flips one down to Kittle. Kittle takes it out of bounds. He's over midfield. That's maybe the biggest offensive play of the night for the 49ers. Yeah, I mean, that is... $20-yard play to Kittle. 1st and 10 from the 50. Brock, he's tucking it, running with it. He picks up a 1st down. Brock Purdy. You know, he starts to run when money's on the table. And he needed that right there. Sky Moore is in the huddle. Maybe Sky Moore represents a big play. Again, he's only caught 5 balls all year. Let's see how Sky Moore is used. He's in for an offensive snap. Sky Moore is a decoy. That was a handoff draw up the middle to Christian McCaffrey. Picks up maybe 4. Barry coming on in saying, I may need to cover for you next weekend. Hey, if the 49ers are playing on Saturday, we're not going to have a watch party because I'm going to be flying back from Atlanta. The 49ers, I hope, if they are the wild card, get that Sunday slot. Okay, we got a pass to Demarcus Robinson. That's a 1st down. 12 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to under the 12-minute mark. It feels like there is a little momentum building here. Now, Juwan Jennings is over in the Seattle sideline, wasting everybody's time. The clock will stop as Jennings, I think, was trying to get back on the field, and Seattle players are keeping over there. Jennings is a shit talker of the 1st degree. We all know that. No stupid plays. Nothing stupid here. Oh, that's just some good through the echo of the whistle blocking right there. Juwan Jennings, he got that dog in him. No problems there. Okay. Now let's make a catch, Juwan. Brock dropping back on 1st down. He's looking into territory, and he finds Juwan Jennings, who has the ball down to the 10-yard line. Okay. 1st and goal. We have yet to say that tonight about the 49ers offense. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Jorge Luis Sotelo. Hope springs eternal. There we go. If we outscore them 14-0 in the 4th, we win. Correct. Maybe they're on their way to getting at least half that right here. One play at a time. Jorge. McCaffrey up the middle for maybe 2. Again, we got you, Barry. Love you, brother. Speediest of recoveries to you. Let's see if the 49ers can recover what the hole that they've dug themselves into tonight. Down 13-3. They need this touchdown right here. Need a touchdown. They need one quickly. Get it on 2nd down. It'd be better than even getting one on 3rd down. What do you got, Brock? What do you got, Kyle? Purdy. Interception. It went right out of McCaffrey's hands. It bobbled out of McCaffrey's hands, and it was intercepted. Holy shit. Well, kids, I don't know what to tell you right there. That ball was deflected a little bit at the line of scrimmage. McCaffrey reaches down into his hip pocket to try to pick it up behind him, and it was just picked off. Oh, my God. Thomas just had his arms in the right spot at the right time, and that is a disaster. An absolute disaster. McCaffrey, you got to catch that. That's Christian McCaffrey's biggest mistake since the fumble in the Super Bowl. This is the 49ers' biggest game since the Super Bowl. And they're going to lose it. A red zone takeaway is the last thing the 49ers needed right there. Good God. That's devastating. That's devastating. I don't think the 49ers got 2 possessions remaining in them this game. I don't think they're going to touch the ball twice. You know, unless Seattle does something galactically stupid, the Niners are in a lot of trouble. Is that Paul Allen's kid? He is pitting out hard up in that owner's box. Jackson Smith and Jigba, it was like they forgot to even defend him. First down. Yeah, I think this is a right way to sum it up. Thomas, not our night. Not your night. Reality is caught up with Niner injuries, and they have met a team that does play defense tonight, and it is not going well for them. 49ers play a little bit of defense, very little bit of defense. Seahawks, they play a lot of defense. I mean it. That feels like a wrap. We'll see. By the way, we are officially 3 supers away from hitting our goal tonight. That's all we are. 3 super chats away from hitting our goal, and I will take a big old whiskey pull. I mean, I'm about to do that anyways, the way this game's going. At least I got my Hoosiers in the Peach Bowl. Darnold scramble and goes down inbounds. This clock is ticking. Under 8 minutes. 3rd and 2 right here. And the 49ers need a play on 3rd and 2 right here, or this is probably over. I mean, it's over, but it's definitely over without a massive, massive Seattle mistake. I'm just handing this ball to Charbonnet. They're running so well tonight. Niners defensive line just getting their backs blown out. Darnold's in the shotgun. Throws underneath to Cooper Kupp. Is that Cooper Kupp's first catch tonight? It might be, but it moves the sticks. And we have, is that Tatum Bethune down? Who is down? I'll tell you, these saloon font numbers are playing just holy havoc with me. Oh, now here's Jennifer Garner to tell me that I need this credit card. Jennifer, please stop it. Electra was a terrible movie. Brett Euchre, he's trying to make the poll happen. You know what? Thank you so much. We're 2 away. Tom G says you can't have your best offensive lineman, defensive lineman, linebacker, wide receiver missing and expect to go far. That's only because they played a last place schedule that they're 12-5. Look, injuries sunk them last year. And the only life preserver you get thrown when you're last place is you get a last place schedule. Their last place schedule has absolutely been part of the reason why they are in position that they're in. They should have been left dead a long time ago. They were playing for a 1 seed tonight, but what they ran into was a legitimate first place team tonight. Seattle's defense has been outstanding. Just no doubt about it. Getting JD coming in. Why are we passing the ball short of the goal line from within the 10-yard line? I do not know. I don't know. There is nothing available outside, obviously, downfield Seattle's taking everything away. Thomas says, pisses me off. Meanwhile, NFC South gets a home game. Hey, win a division, man. Win a division. I want to see the biggest pull of the year. You know what? I'm going to make your dreams come true. Again, to 50,000 subs, to a hell of a 49ers season, all things considered. I mean, seriously, this team should have been dead a long, long time ago, but they ain't. They are going to the playoffs. That's not a bad year. Going to the playoffs is officially the opposite of a bad year. And they're like, oh, look at Curt Cignetti getting graphics here on Saturday Night Football. That gets a big pull. Whew. Go Hoosiers. Oh, Zach Charbonnet is just show pony kicking to his first down right there. Okay. Whew. Hey now. Yeah, last time we see the black jerseys, you take these things out and you burn them. Absolutely burn them. One and done in the playoffs, wouldn't be surprised by that at all. Healthy teams usually go further than completely unhealthy teams. Now it's Kenneth Walker. I mean, Charbonnet, Walker, 8, 9, 10 yards, every carry. This is just tick, 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 tick. If you're Seattle, you're taking this drive to the 2-minute warning. Bijan Robinson is not gettable. That's a franchise running back. They're not letting him go. And by the way, we all know, Never Daunted, that Sig is the single greatest football coach in the history of the sport, and with the 49ers would have won 3 Super Bowls by now. No doubt. Could you imagine if Curt Cignetti had been at Ohio State? They would win every game. They would have been undefeated since the day he had been hired. If a real football powerhouse had hired that guy, that just shows you how broken the coaching search is in college football. How did Cignetti slip through the cracks to Indiana? This guy is like Vince Lombardi and Nick Saban's love child. So, another first down. The Niners, I'm not saying they're quitting on this game, but every single 49er now knows that they're going to lose this game. So business decisions might be made out there. I love you, Westside 541. It ain't over yet. Stay faithful. No, this is over. This tonight is over. And I am Mr. Lot of game left. There ain't enough game left for this game to go the right way for the 49ers. What's not over is this season. You will have a postseason game. That is not an interception. He was out of bounds. Renardo Green did come down with that ball, but he was out of bounds. Offensive genius Shanahan with big game 3 points. I mean, they'd scored 40 in back-to-back weeks, but God, look, I mean, here's the thing. I'm not here to make fun of Shanahan. I'm here to tell you Seattle's defense has been outstanding. But yeah, his play calling tonight, I got to see the all 22 before I can really tell you that Brock was afraid to throw the ball. There's got to have been great defense all over that field because it has been underneath the sticks football all night long. Underneath the sticks football all night long. The Seahawks are going to win the West, kids. Monty says, I need a blunt, Damon. Hey, man, put it in the air. Put it in the air. I won't yell at you. I'm not mad at you. Put that in the air. That interception was a killer. Thank you for the super 49er fan 63. It certainly was. Look, the Niners had one chance to get back into this game, and it went out of Christian McCaffrey's hands and into Thomas's hands, and that's where it all went up. Tap, tap, lights out. Time to get the luggage out of the closet. Safe travels to Atlanta. Find me at Indiana University shot glass for my collection. Barry, thank you so much, brother. You get a good night's sleep. You rest well. You recover well. Listen to every direction Mary gives you. This reminds me of the turkey on the 50 game. Joe, the only thing that can make this a little bit more embarrassing is if they serve this team an entire meal right on the 50-yard line. That would be more embarrassing. That is a catch by Cooper Kupp, and the Seahawks are about to score another touchdown here. Yeah, 3 big points. That's all the 49ers are coming away with tonight. Frustration. Frustration for sure. All over the place. The thing is, who will the 49ers be opening now with in the postseason? You know, they're not going to face a defense probably better than this all year. Not in the NFC, they won't. I mean, I don't think the Rams got a defense like this. The Bears certainly don't have a defense like this. Eagles. You know, that Eagles defense can show up and look a little scary. There's a very good chance 49ers could be going to Philadelphia. You know, Darnold didn't do much tonight, but he didn't make the big mistake either. And when you got a running game like this, that's the right ask. 49ers just burned their final time out of the game right there. The last time this clock is going to stop will be at the 2-minute warning. But yeah, everything that could go wrong did go wrong tonight. And honestly, the 49ers defense did their job. The fact that Seattle only has 13 points means they lived up to their end of the bargain. It was the 49ers offense that absolutely blew this, and Kyle Shanahan and needs to take a look in the mirror and ask himself, what do I need to do better? Because tonight you were not good, Kyle. Brock Purdy tonight was not particularly good. Everything, every play all night long was run under the sticks, except for maybe one pass to George Kittle, one pass to Juwan Jennings, maybe. Third and 4 in the last moment of drama that this game might provide. We won't make it past the Eagles. We face Seattle. No, Seattle's going to be off. If we make it past the Eagles, we face Seattle. I don't even know. I'm not even there yet. But yeah. Charbonnet is going to be stopped short of the first down. So this is going to be a 4th down play. Again, I'm running the ball here if I'm Seattle. I'm not kicking this. I'm running a play on 4th and 1. And even if you don't get it, the Niners aren't going 98 yards on you. Oh, I mean, they got Oh, no, I think this is Seattle just looking to get somebody to the 49ers to jump. They're not going to run a play here. Yeah, they had AJ Barner come up under center. You're not going to snap the ball to your tight end in that situation. So they're going to take the delay game and they're going to kick the field goal. Brock and Stout, the only guys who showed up tonight. I mean, I don't even know if we can say Brock showed up tonight. This was not a good night for Brock Purdy in any way, shape, or form. I know that his interception was not on him. It was on Christian McCaffrey's bobble. But this is a 26-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. He missed it. He doinked it. Doesn't matter. Seattle defense dictated this entire football game. Absolutely dictated this entire football game. Let me go ahead and one last time here, because I still got my mom in town. I think she's still awake upstairs. The boys might even still be awake. So we're going to wrap things up pretty quickly here tonight with me thanking my man Ike. Thank you so much for being an incredible sponsor. Can't wait to see you soon, brother. My man Ike is Purdy throws incomplete there on first down. Our friends at the Dubliner West Portal, best bar in San Francisco on this side of town. Best Guinness pull, no matter what side of town you're on. And our good friends at Sleeper. My parlay went up in smoke tonight. I did have Sam Darnold with 20 complete, 20 and a half. He's going to finish with 20. So that would have cooked me. My McCaffrey anytime touchdown cooked me. Kittle, 65. Yeah, I went 0 for. Just 0 for the Sleeper tonight. That's why they call it gambling, kids. Do it responsibly. I did, but I have fun on Sleeper. It's a great user interface. Download it yourself and find out why. So thank you to all of our sponsors indeed. This one was brutal tonight. Absolutely brutal. This is the worst Niner game of the year almost. It's disappointing to see them no-show offensively so severely. Like, good defense or not, this was bad. This was bad. This is enough to feel like the whole balloon's been popped. But here's the deal. They're going to the playoffs. And I don't know if there's a single great team out there. And I don't know if I'm going to, I'm going to tell you right now, picking the 49ers to go on the road and, win a game in Philadelphia is going to be a very difficult thing to do the way they played tonight. Did Seattle just give the entire league the blueprint? Shut down George Kittle. This team will run Christian McCaffrey in the back of his own center 10 times for you in any given game. And whatever bag was wide open offensively last night, it wasn't open tonight. Not even close. Not even close. So, ugly, ugly, ugly. Ugly. I don't know how you can watch this season finale and be picking the 49ers to win their next game. That's how bad it was. They ran as far as they could against a last place schedule with the bad injury luck that they've had. And the wall of better playoff bound football teams is the wall that they run into and probably stop running. Again, they shouldn't even be here. No doubt. Very disappointing to see Ricky Pearsall no show tonight. especially with him practicing this week. That was disappointing indeed. How about Jacob Cowing not finding a way to make the football team that he's on every single week? How about Jordan Watkins dressing tonight, but having zero confidence of the coaching staff at all times? How about Jordan James, who we have not seen run a play from scrimmage this year? How about Isaac Guerrero, who is the single most useless guy to keep on your roster? Why is he on this roster? He's taken up a space you might have given to somebody else. Purdy on 3rd and 6, incomplete. Again, this is an outstanding Seattle defense. And they're just now that the 49ers are one-dimensional, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere to go with this ball. Defense gives up 13. Kyle scores 3. Welp. Yeah, that's bad, man. It's bad. The Kyle critics will be out with knives. No doubt about it. Purdy incomplete on 4th down there, and he's not getting up quickly. He's not getting up quickly. Purdy might have gotten hurt right there. He is down. Brock Purdy on the last meaningless play of this game on 4th down, I think just got hurt. Oh, he just got folded in half. He got hit up high in the front, down low in the back. Austin Pleasance just got burnt. Purdy. Oh, yeah. I could see how that hurts. Not good. You ready to go to the playoffs with Mac Jones? Thanks, Damon. I enjoy your content. You never know. Let's hope Brock gets a full game in Philly this time. Oh, he's got a bleeding hand. He's got a bleeding finger, bleeding thumb. He did run off the field there. He's okay. Throw these uniforms in the trash. Let us never speak of them again. I agree. I never want to see these uniforms ever again. It reminds me of the one time against Kentucky, a Tim Couch Kentucky team. Indiana came out in all black and lost like 58-0. It was humiliating. And I never want to see these uniforms ever again either. It is victory formation for Sam Darnold. And you know what? That guy's been through hell and back. Good for him. I'm happy for Sam Darnold. I really am. But man, the 49ers and their offense, awful tonight. Defense, as bad as it was, they did their job. They held the Seahawks to 13 points. And they're going to lose 13-3. Oh my God, Kyle is going to get lit up. He's going to get lit up. Niners fans are going to be pissed. Kyle detractors are going to be loading their muskets and just firing it right in his face all day. If you wanted to say Brock Purdy didn't show up when it mattered most, I'm going to tell you, he didn't throw past the sticks, I don't think, more than twice tonight. And that is what really sucked. It didn't feel like the 49ers had a puncher's chance or even tried to throw a punch in a fight where they might not have had a puncher's chance. And that's what's really disappointing. You shut down Christian McCaffrey, the 49ers got nothing. Absolutely nothing. All of the critics are going to come circling. All of the critics are going to feast on this performance. The Seattle Seahawks are NFC West champions. The 49ers will either be the 5 seed, much more likely the 6 seed. A lot of action has to happen tomorrow to know how everything falls. But I will be back on the air with Larry Krueger at 10 a.m. Sunday morning for 49er Wake Up. Let's get into this box score and see exactly how bad it all got, because it was bad. It was bad. You want to start with the players box? Sure. Why not? Let's take a little looky right here. Just looking at the 49ers. Brock was 19 of 27 for 127 yards. Look at that average, 4.7. That means you're not even trying to make a big play happen. 4.7 is passing yardage speak for we didn't try to throw the football at all tonight. His interception was on Christian McCaffrey more than it was on him, for sure. That ball was tipped a little bit at the line of scrimmage. McCaffrey had to reach back into his hip pocket to pick it up, but he didn't. It went right into Thomas's hands, and that was it. McCaffrey, 8 carries, 23 yards, a 2.9 average. His long was just 5 yards tonight. He was destroyed. Christian McCaffrey got destroyed tonight. Brock Purdy, 2 rushes for 21 yards. He was their best runner. Brian Robinson Jr., again, 2 carries, 9 yards. Why only 2 carries for Brian Robinson Jr.? We will have questions. There will be questions. Juwan Jennings, 4 for 35. McCaffrey, 6 for 34. Kittle, 5 for 29. 1 long of 16 there. Juwan Jennings, a 20-yarder to Kittle. That was basically in the air. It was the longest pass play of the night. Renardo Green, Jair Brown, Tatum Bethune, your leading tacklers. Upton Stout. But you got, corner, safety, linebacker, corner, safety as your leading tacklers. Nobody on this line of scrimmage did enough tonight. The one play that might have turned the game around when Sam Darnold actually fumbled that ball, it looked like it was going to bounce right in Yatir Gross-Matos' hands. He didn't come up with it. Let me tell you, when we go over to team stats, it ain't going to get any better. Look at this. 9 first downs. 23 Seahawk first downs to just 9 first downs. 173 total yards for the 49ers. Hey, Ozzy. All right, here, if there's anything that might be able to cheer you up tonight, it's America's most adorable 4-year-old who's got a snake tattoo on his chest. You liking that snake tattoo there, Oz? Can you cheer the people up? The Niners were terrible tonight. Can you say something nice to make everyone feel good? Say it. What do you have to say?
I don't have really much options right now.
You don't have many options right now? The Niners didn't have many options right now. The Niners didn't have any options tonight. They got beat bad. Your brothers, your brother. There's Jack. Hopefully this makes you feel a little bit better, folks. The Niners couldn't do anything for you. All right, Jack, why are you so goofy? Jack, do you have a joke to make everyone feel better? Do you have a joke?
How do turtles talk to each other?
How do turtles talk to each other?
On their shell phones.
And
On their shell phones. Now, you got a joke, Oz?
Yeah.
All right, show everyone your snake tattoo.
Don't do a bad one.
It's got to be a good joke.
You never tell good jokes.
call on the phone?
How does a chicken call on the phone? You tell me.
He used his beak.
He uses his beak because he's got to peck the numbers. That's pretty funny.
Not funny.
There you go.
Don't get it at all.
Guys, thank you for coming on down here and trying to cheer up a very, very upset 49er fan base tonight. You did your job. Let me tell you, the Bruce boys executed better than the 49ers offense did tonight. You like that? All right, guys. You want to talk? What do you want to say? Now you have things to say?
I want to say
Everybody.
Oh, well, say that again. They need to hear it.
I love you, everybody.
That's so nice of you. That's so nice of you, buddy. We love you. I love you.
Hey, Daddy.
Thank you very much.
Funny voice?
No funny voices tonight, guys. All right, so I have to do a little bit of a show still, so we'll see you upstairs in a little bit, guys. Okay?
Okay, quickly,
Here, you want to bring this upstairs for me?
Can I have a little bit of water?
Yeah, you can have a little bit of water. You take that upstairs. Okay, Jack, please put that Sharpie down. There's nothing scarier than a 6-year-old walking around with a Sharpie. Put it all down. Thank you very much. I love you.
This is not a Sharpie.
It's not a Sharpie. Guys, I'll see you upstairs in just a little bit. Thank you for being patient there. So there we go. We just got invaded. That's a better blitz than the 49ers ran tonight, by the way. There was both those boys just made more plays beyond the sticks than the 49ers did. So that was an incredibly disappointing football game. And there's no putting lipstick on that pig tonight. That was an ass kicking on both sides of the football, namely an offense with Brock Purdy that had been on fire was completely extinguished. I mean, the Seahawks pulled out the fire truck tonight and just put the 49ers out. It's a good thing they didn't wear their red uniforms because those would have been extinguished. Burn those black uniforms. I never want to see that black helmet ever again. That was the worst they've ever looked. That was as impotent as they have ever looked under all circumstances. Whether it be Trent Williams is playing, Ricky Pearsall is playing, Kyle is coaching, Brock Purdy is playing, Fred Warner's playing, Nick Bosa's not playing. That's as bad as they have really ever looked. And if you put have they ever looked worse than that in the big game? The answer is no. The circumstances aside, it doesn't matter. That was awful. That was absolutely awful. We got a few more supers here. Better to be the 6th seed and let the Rams take care of the Seahawks. All right, so here's the thing. Let's put a little silver lining on this. The 49ers have a 3rd place schedule for next year now, if they are the 6th seed, right? So the 49ers would have a 3rd place schedule for next year, which doesn't sound awful. And let's see what happens in the playoffs. I mean, anything can happen out there. There isn't a great team out there, although Seattle certainly looked great tonight. Not blaming Brock. He was under siege all night. Yeah, Thomas, I'm not blaming him either, but I don't like the way that they did not attack downfield. Everything was underneath the sticks. And Kyle's got to do a better job of calling that, and sometimes Brock has got to do a better job of forcing the bigger play. Graygar Jay-Z says, injuries, Lynch sucks, no help 4D at the trade deadline. Well, here's the thing. They got Cleveland Farrell, who didn't do anything tonight. They got Keon White, who hasn't been awful. But they didn't make the big swing. And I don't blame them. You don't take big swings when you lose Nick Bosa and Fred Warner in, a handful of weeks apart from each other. I didn't think it was a let's invest further into the year. Because even if you do put together a really nice season, which at 12-5, they have. At 12-5, this was a good year. It took a 14-3 football team to beat them in the last play of the year, in the last game of the year. But at 12-5, they've had a very good year under the circumstances. But I don't think these circumstances are going to be good for them in the postseason. Every time they wear black unis, they lose, idiots. Yeah, I wouldn't wear any black again. Be done with it. What gaslighting we get from John and Kyle about how good our offensive line is this week. All of our losses this year can be traced to the offensive line. They got beat up tonight. Now, I'm going to tell you, you don't have an offensive line without Trent Williams. But they were bad across the board. And Dominic Pooney got beaten on a big play tonight. And Austin Pleasance, it was his first NFL start. And that chicken came home to roost tonight. There's no doubt about that. I have a feeling Mac will be back in the playoffs. No, I think Purdy is going to be in the playoffs, but I have a feeling that Mac will be back next year. I would not trade that guy. Having a good backup quarterback, you saw the value of it this year. Actually encouraged by how the defense looks. Burn the tape. Burn those fucking jerseys. Go win on the road. Go Niners. JD Sugar. I mean, sure, we'll take the positivity wherever we can get it, but here's the deal. What it really comes down to is this. Hopefully you got Trent and Pearsall back. And hopefully you won't play a team with a defense as good as this. Hopefully that offense wakes up somewhere on the road because it was sleepy tonight. Vin says Kyle showed he's a born choker, and why Lynch looks pissed off after that 3rd and 17 run for a first down. This is a one-game playoff. It's a shame that they lost it, but they're a playoff team. And like, here's the thing. You admit, like, how can you admit on one hand, they're a really bad team and they're going to the postseason? So something in between those two things, bad football team, postseason appearance, something good happened in between the two of those, right? I think there is a lot to be very proud of this year. I think there is an awful lot to be disappointed by this year. But more than being disappointed in the coach or the GM, it's being disappointed in injuries. I mean, let's say Bosa and Warner hadn't gotten hurt. Are they 15-2? Is it crazy to think that those 2 losses accounted for at least 3 defeats this year? I think that that's easy math to do in your head. If they weren't hurt, are they a 15-2 football team? I know no Niner fan wants to hear the what ifs. You're tired of anything that isn't a Super Bowl. I get it. I do. And this was a disappointing night. Tonight is not a night to blow air back into the balloon. But it's how you play on the day you play. And tomorrow is another day. On this day, how they played was poorly. No doubt about it. TV YT143. We got to work on that avatar. No one can rip the football better than Purdy. I don't know about that, but tonight was not a good night for him, and he did not take the shots. Niners fans suck. They're dumb as hell. Some of them, yeah. TFS. I mean, there are some Niners fans who are an embarrassment to this city. They really are. But everyone can be pissed off tonight. I'm not going to hold it against anybody. Not sure Max stays because his value will peak. Darth Hadius, he's under contract. They have him signed for next year. He is a Niner unless they trade him. So he's not going anywhere, and I wouldn't trade him unless you got some sort of a Godfather offer for him, which they're not going to get. No one's going to give the Godfather offer for Mac Jones. A disappointing evening of football. If you would have told me, if you told me before this game, the Seahawks are only going to score 13 points, did the Niners win or lose? I would have bet my mortgage that they would have won this game. I thought that the 49ers, even against a good Seahawks defense, would be better than 3 points. 3 points, that was bad. I don't know if the Seahawks defense is as good as the 49ers offense was bad tonight. But you lose Trent Williams, and unfortunately, Ricky Pearsall, made of glass, wasn't able to get on the field after practicing all week, and that's a very big disappointment, to say the least. What wasn't a disappointment was this broadcast. I had a lot of fun, all things considered, and I hope you did too, and I hope you plan on coming back. I hope you plan on being here for the postseason, and I hope that the 49ers, now a wild card team, get scheduled on Sunday, because I'm flying back on Saturday. Maybe I can move that around when I know the schedule, and I'll do a show from Atlanta. I don't know. Let me look at it. We'll know how it all gets put to bed by the time we go to bed tomorrow. But when you wake up tomorrow, I hope you plan on joining yours truly and Larry Krueger. We'll be streaming on both of our channels. We are going to be doing 49er Wake Up at 10 a.m. Sunday morning, and I hope you're back for that. I really do. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, thank you to our sponsors, our friends at Sleeper. Right now, get a $100 deposit match when you use promo code Damon on the link in the description of this very video that you're watching right now. Use promo code Damon and find out why Sleeper is just absolutely fantastic. Great user interface. Make big odds. Have fun with your parlays. I did not do well tonight, but them's the apples. I was bet on the 49ers to do things to win this game. I had no idea that they were going to go out and do everything possible to lose this game. Thank you to Ike's for being an incredible sponsor. Our friends at the Dubliner, West Portal, love you guys. Thank you very, very much. And we need to wrap up with our final supers of the night. And by the way, your final chance to buy me a beer at the Peach Bowl is right here and right now. Get that super in. Call the police. CMC and Purdy were assaulted. TBD. Thank you very much. Never Daunted coming in. Thank Christ I'm still floating from the Rose Bowl. It takes the sting away. Oh, look, my football season is already just fantastic. I really don't give a shit what happens. Indiana has done the unthinkable. I am a football fan who is walking on the moon right now. So, good luck, Niners. But I honestly, I don't care what happens to the 49ers. If Indiana wins the national fucking championship, let them get shut out. I'll tell you what, I'll have the Niners. If Indiana can win a national championship, the Niners go 0-17 next year. I'm good. I'm good. I don't know about you, but I'll be good. Blame the play calling, too much stuff underneath. 49er fan 63. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, it was just a bad offensive night. Where that blame lies, whose name the needle falls on, it can fall on a lot of names if it feels good to you. It can fall on one name if it feels good to you. They're all to blame tonight. That was a pathetic offensive effort, even against a good defense. Went 6-0 and lost this one. Okay, now go win it all. Thank you, Greg RJ. Is he a little positivity needed around here? The bad news is we play again next weekend. The good news is we got to 50K. We sure as hell did get to 50K tonight. We got to 50K and then some. And I thank you all for doing that. We got to 50,000, 1,600. Thank you very, very much. I do appreciate that. I think we just lost a few because when I said, as long as Indiana wins it all, I'll be happy. But I went to Indiana. None of you went to the 49ers. So there you go. This is Vin again. Include Pearsall and Bosa in the trade package next season. Those two combined for 6 games. They just ain't worth a penny. Dude, okay, so Nick Bosa stays. Yeah, trade Ricky Pearsall. I don't give a shit. Ricky is whatever. But you keep Nick Bosa because when healthy, he is his best, one of the best at his position. So you're not trading Nick Bosa. But, why didn't this team come up with a way to trade Isaac Guerendo for anyone or anything? When he had a little value, the Niners killed Isaac Guerendo's value, just like the Warriors have completely killed Jonathan Kuminga's value. TFS says, beer, I know how much they cost. Buy a Sierra Nevada to pay my kids college tuition if they have it. Here's the thing. I think concession prices at the Mercedes-Benz Dome are not built to just shake money out of your pockets. There are ownership groups that aren't just trying to skin their fans alive. So we'll see what the pricing is in Atlanta. I know that trying to buy a beer at Levi Stadium is you need to take out a home loan. The 49ers training room should have a jar of Stickum out on the back shelf. That last turnover killed us, and it did. The McCaffrey turnover, right as this team was looking to get back into the game, did kill this team. By the way, thank you to 50,016 of you for subscribing to this channel. It means so very much. And again, give me some luck from the scheduling gods or maybe even let me move a flight around after we know when the 49ers are playing on Wild Card Weekend if I have to do that. But we hope to see you during Wild Card Weekend. I certainly hope to see you back here for 49ers Wake Up, 10 a.m. West Coast time on my channel. I'll be co-streaming with Larry Krueger. That is going to be a hell of a show. I hope you're there for it. This was a rough one. This was a bad one. And all the slings and arrows that are going to be directed at Kyle, let me tell you, he deserves to be hit with a few of them. This was a terrible game. It was a terrible game in a season that, all things considered, is a hell of a year. But Kyle's Coach of the Year nomination went up in flames tonight. It did. That will not be happening, not even close. Rita, thank you for being a member. Thank you for everyone who is a member here for being a member. Thanks to everyone who offered up a super chat. I want to thank my co-stars, both Jack and Ozzy Bruce, for being here. We had a camera problem right at the beginning of this freaking show. My beautiful wife, Jillian, fixed it. Thank God, she's a lot smarter than I am. That's the only reason why we still have a house right now. So thank you to her. Thank you to all of you for being here. And all I can tell you is that one sucked, but it ain't over. It ain't over. So we'll see you the next time the 49ers play, and we'll know more about that by the time we all go to bed on Sunday night. Meanwhile, appreciate you being here. Thank you so very, very much. And do remember that sports don't build character. They reveal it. And like that, he's gone.